And transition. Out of a portal, our people appear.
Hey, it's your boy, Too Mad.
People of the internet, welcome to Adventures on the Infinite Sea. I need to change the I need to change the title. Give me 1 second. Okay, so everybody that's here right now, thank you guys for coming up here, hanging out for the first couple minutes. I'm sorry that I keep the screen starting soon on for a good bit. I just want to make sure that all the technical stuff on the back end is working, and we just have a little time to kind of just chit chat amongst each other. But we are here now. I want to get music for that screen, so that will be soon. I just gotta look for compatible songs. But right now, we are here with myself, Dungeon Master. Adventures on the Infinite Sea has Geordi as Jocelyn, the half-elf gunslinger, and Harper on his side as Titus Rook, the fallen Aasimar bard.
You know what I've just realized? No one has just called my character Titus since I showed up. It's always been Titus Rook.
I mean that you formally present him as that, so I think it's just like that association of like, oh, he wants to be called by his full name.
I think I did Mr. Rook. I didn't do Titus.
Also, Nick, the real Tick, thank you for the host. I really appreciate it, and I gotta try a thing out because there is new commands in the chat. So if
Matt, do you want to update my character's name so her last name's there as well?
See, I've wondered, does Jocelyn have a last name? Because I've never heard it.
She did, because it was asked at the beginning of the game, and I'm like, oh.
Real
and I had to make something up.
Yeah, there we go. All right, I'm sorry I spelled your name wrong.
Her full name is Jocelyn Ravale.
Ravale.
So we're gonna Ravale.
We're gonna do some on-the-fly editing right here. We are pros. We are professionals.
Hello, Rinnings.
Rinnings, what's going on, man? How you doing? We're just gonna start here. Geordi wants me to put in the sorry, how do you spell it again?
Ravale. I just noticed that Harper has his character's full name, so it's like, well, if people want to actually know the character's full name,
yeah,
so I don't have to say it like every time we
and transition.
I mean, I could be extra and give Titus's middle name, but I don't want to do that. Alright, for the people in the chat, I'm going to tell you the secret to getting the best character name for your character every single time. So here, this is what you do. You ask somebody else to name it.
There you go.
You think I came up with the name Titus Rook? Nah, I didn't come up with that. I just come up with the last name and then asked my girlfriend for her first one. I gave her a description, she named him Titus.
There we go. So...
outsource what you can't do, folks.
Exactly. So we've got this set up. I'm glad the Nightbot is working. So yeah, the real Tick. Go follow him. Pretty cool dude. Also on Tuesday's campaign stream. So go over there, check him out.
I will tune in and watch. I want you to know, Matt.
Do it.
I'm going to be staring directly at you, judging every single action you take, every breath you make, every step you take.
You'll be watching.
I'll be watching you.
Well, I know it's a reference, but I also know that's probably going to make me better because I'm actually going to be criticized for my mistakes. So
yes, and then I'm going to pitch you on blast for it. I'm gonna hit up in the group chat and I'm gonna be like, why is he rolling low? Stop rolling low. Get better dice.
Get some help.
You need to stop rolling those cheap plastic diddly doos. You need to go get them nice, expensive.
The metal ones?
Them good. No, not the metal ones. The metal ones are terrible for rolling. They're good for throwing at people's face.
Oh Christ. I played a session yesterday with my group, turned into an entire RP session, which was fun. Yeah, I mean, if you've got the right group that is at least going to meet you halfway with role playing, it's a good time to, have a session where you just kind of focus on the social aspect of it. I enjoy that for a lot of my groups.
It is a tabletop role playing game
where you
there's no role playing.
I mean, there are a lot of people. There are a lot of people that just like to kill monsters and stuff, and just get loot and stuff like that, like the really old classic.
There's nothing wrong with that.
Right, there is nothing wrong with that, but that's just how I usually like to do it. Like having a good mix of RP.
I'm not saying that everybody has to talk in character and do the voices and all that, but
just a little bit, just
making your actions in character, something that your character would do, that they have a justifiable reason for doing. Even if it's just oh, my character's rogue. Of course I'm going to try to backstab the noble. He has gold that I want.
Right. I've known people who aren't comfortable with RP, so they just want to murder things, but I love me some RP. You see, sure, to a lesser extent, that's fine. If you murder hobo, that's where it's obviously going to get a little tense, but yeah.
Every time I have someone ask me who's new and is not fully comfortable with role-playing and just wants to do the combat bits, make a barbarian. All you have to do is pop rage, hit thing. You don't have to be the smartest person at the table. You don't have to be the most vocal person at the table. Just classic barbarian. Grog hit good.
Just hit shit.
Grog want hit.
Right. That's
all you gotta do.
He wants ale and to smash things. That's about it.
Eventually, your character will open up, as you want to.
Also, can we get some hype in the chat for freaking Astro? I don't know if he's here now or when he's gonna be here, but I want to hype up fucking Astro as well for on Thursday for giving us these sweet donations, supporting us, giving the guys some cool shit, and completely derailing that whole dungeon. But I appreciate it.
He broke that donation thing too at that same
what happened
the same time.
Yeah, exactly. Thursday they were going through a dungeon. I had a whole thing for you can give items and inspiration, or you could give monsters for them to fight. And one of the guys from Doc's stream came on, spent $25 for a legendary item, and I maybe mistakenly gave Doc the deck of many things, and that's when everything just went off.
Hence the bad experience with the deck of many things. Literally not even that long ago.
Yeah. Also, new tier in the donations. You can get a rare item for someone, or if they're in combat and they drop, you can revive them with 1 HP, give them an opportunity to get back up, get healed up, and get back in the fight. So
1 HP in a dream.
Exactly. So, we've got a little prelude out of the way. Geordi, Harper, either one of you guys, if you would like to give the recap, please.
Geordi, which one of us is going to do it?
I don't care. You did it last week, I can do it this week.
Yes, you do it this week, because my memory is fuzzy right now.
Don't worry, mine is as well.
You were there. A lot of more of the story beats happened to you than to happen to me.
You were there. You know the tomfoolery, the hooliganism that went on that day. You know. So.
I don't know because the last session started with me and Titus initially looking where the fuck the amulet went, and it just dug through the ground.
Yes, it did.
God knows how deep. Titus there suggested to fill the hole with molten iron, which luckily we had a blacksmith on the island who was able to do that. While that was all happening, I went to check on Ivy and made plans to sail to the Sahuagin temple capital place, wherever the fuck, I don't know what the fuck it's called. Their little realm domain thing. We're going there because I have questions that need answers. A lot of the crew members were skeptical about actually going there, and most of them thought I was going there for the sea elves. No, it was specifically for my own purposes, because Ivy was dying.
Right.
But she's getting better. the parasite, I'm going to call it for now, don't know actually what it is, that what came from the amulet into her.
The ooze.
The ooze that nearly killed Ivy is...
And try to possess my mind.
Through a lot, because you casted several different spells on that amulet.
I casted one spell.
Well, because you tried some cancers. You tried, like, light and healing, and then you used an actual good spell on it.
Well, it's not a spell. It's a once a day.
Odin,
it's a one-off.
Thanks for coming by. Hope you stick around and enjoy it.
By Odin's Raven, thank you.
By Odin's beard, he has arrived. Sorry, Geordi.
Fine. Yeah, gotta say hi to the regulars.
Exactly. Nice haircut. Thank you. I'm glad the first person to mention it. Thank you. You're gonna get a freaking high five for me. Bang, high five. I give aggressive high fives, so they're pretty popular around my part of the.
Not with me. I avoid those high fives to save my hands.
Geordi dies.
They're not popular. They're infamous. Yeah, that's garbage.
They are infamous, I should say.
So. Don't know where the amulet went. It's in the ground. We filled the ground, and now we're sailing off to go to Sahuagin. Hopes to get answers on this amulet. Hopefully they can locate where the fucking piece went. I don't think they will, because they didn't know where the pieces were when they got here in the first place. So. But I want answers, and I want a way to stop it. We sailed for... How long did we sail for before?
I would say it was about a day. Solid day that you guys were out there.
So we sailed for a day. Got a relatively decent-sized ship, relatively decent-sized crew. And just a giant beam of blue light shoots from the sky into the ship. Blows a hole in it. I don't know exactly what happened there, because the ship's not sinking as far as I know.
Mm-hmm.
And there's just this dude who wants to kick our ass for no reason. I shot him once.
Nat 20 did.
And that's where we are.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, we are currently in the eye of this encounter's storm.
Yep, back with that dude.
I should say back with that dude. Yeah, boy. So guys in the stream, just let me know if the audio is all good, because I turned them up a little bit. I've been seeing in the VODs that they're a little quiet. I want to make sure that everyone can be heard. I'm gonna have some music playing. Let me know if that's good while we're going through this, so that it's heard but not too loud for you guys.
Yeah, I've been known to have audio problems, background noise, all that other stuff. I don't have a place where I can quietly sit down and do this, but I try my best. Luckily, my headset cancels out a lot of background noise.
Right.
Also, thanks to Discord's noise cancellation background echo thing, so that helps as well.
So, Geordi, do you have the cards for the crew? The retainer cards?
I should, yeah.
I think I gave you everyone except Minimary. I'm cool with rolling Minimary. If you guys want, since there's two of you now, you can also send some to Harper, and he can take the reins on some people in combat.
Where the fuck did I... Okay, this is Aldrich, who's not here.
Shine.
Yeah, this is...
Click, clack.
Sailing.
I have my dice.
Sweet.
Where the fuck did I put Gray?
Still waiting for my Kraken dice to arrive.
Hey. While you have your dice, we're rolling initiative.
God dang it, I hate that sound.
We did not do that.
We literally left off at the very front end of the encounter.
Okay, yeah. I have everybody now.
Sweet.
I have everybody pulled up.
I have a 14 on the initiative.
14?
Yes.
Here's what I'll do. I will post these in the Discord chat.
Titus. And then whenever we get the chance, Geordi, if you would just be able to roll the initiatives for everybody.
For everybody.
I did check World Anvil. I actually am working on some stuff on there. More so for the main campaign, just like things that would be relevant to that. I did check it out though. I do like it. Like they have a new system for I completely forgot what it's called. I apologize. But there is a system now where it's called
for.
So well, this is everyone. Everyone that's
who's all in this fight.
So it's Gray, Salenth, you, Aldrich, Minimri, Evelyn, Yeezum.
I thought Aldrich. We left Aldrich on the island to tend to Ivy.
You did leave Aldrich on the island, so he will not be here. So then, yeah.
Yeezy,
Gray,
that's what I'm not remembering.
Right. Gray, Salenth, you, Minimri, Evelyn, Yeezy, the guy that is now trying to take over your ship, and Titus.
There's a lot of people.
There are a lot of people.
There's a lot of fucking people.
There's 8
and we're probably still gonna lose.
There's 7 people total as allies.
And we're still probably gonna lose. Alright. What do I add to their initiatives?
So everyone's gonna
I don't know exactly how that works for the retainer cards.
Right. So everyone is gonna have all the retainers are gonna have a +1 to their initiative roll.
You say +2?
+1.
+1? Okay.
+1.
It cut the number cut out and that was it.
Oh, sorry.
All right. No, you're good. It's not even like it's my computer specifically. I need to clean it out and do shit with it.
Mm-hmm.
I just haven't had the time to do that.
Just throw it
My
out.
computer's just dying.
Just throw it out. Steal a computer.
Hey, Henry, you need a new computer.
Shit! Oh well.
16. He does need a new computer, or he needs new parts because something broke, and I don't know what.
So it's like completely.
Okay.
It just keeps
then?
crashing.
So I'm rolling for Aldrich.
Hold on.
Oh, Aldrich. Right.
I'm just putting all of them in there. Hold on. I'm gonna give every one of them in here, and then you can just take your pick on which ones you want to use.
Mm-hmm.
Aldrich is not here.
Aldrich is not in this fight. He once you guys get back to the island, you can add him on. He'll probably be with you guys for the remainder, but for now he's not.
Can you upload the fucking file? 16 for Salenth.
16.
8 for Evelyn. Oh, goodbye.
Sweet. Didn't change.
13 for Yeezy.
Crap, I dropped the phone.
13 for Gray. Just put whoever's faster, I guess, is first.
I'd say Yeezum is first. He's got like a +3 in Dex or something like that.
Am I missing anybody else besides myself?
Titus rolled. I rolled for the Thor guy. So yeah, it's just you.
Wait, who else rolled a 14? Because I rolled a 14.
Oh, nobody yet. I'm still waiting for Jocelyn's initiative.
Okay.
Oh, good fucking god. 16.
During my session, I rolled 3 nat ones, 2 in a row.
F.
I feel
can we get an F in the chat for this man?
Yes, please.
Need to pay respects.
As many F's as you can muster, please just send the oof to this man for these 3 nat ones.
You are.
We're always here if you need emotional support.
And you.
I keep meaning to ask this, but at some point I'm gonna need a TLDR on the story thus far. That way, for my sake, I know what's going on and what I'm getting into.
Right. Yeah.
Because currently I have about as much information as Titus.
I mean, if we want to go for a role-playing standpoint, I mean, that kind of...
Listen, from a role-playing standpoint, I can easily play a person who doesn't know what's going on. It's not that hard for me to do. It's how I live my life daily.
I mean, in all honesty, I have no fucking clue what's going on.
Oh, wait, hi. There you are, Astro.
Hey, look, shut up.
You show up 10 minutes early. Thank you for the host. You show up 10 minutes early. You say that I lied to you, and then you don't show up for 28 minutes? You, sir, are the one that's lying to me, because I thought you were going to be
Well,
here.
I think it was in the chat room, as far as I saw.
Oh, I was looking through it.
Saying anything.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I clicked it. I didn't see anybody in the chat room. But Astro, yes, thank you for the host. Really do appreciate it.
Yeah, when I booted up the thing, I saw Astro and Rinnings were already in here.
Didn't load for some reason. Did you roll, Geordi, for Jocelyn?
My initiative?
Yes.
16.
16. Oh, get that.
I'm trying to close things on my computer so it stops chugging as hard.
Right. No problem. Bang, bang, bang. All right. Turns are in order. I guess because I had it clicked off for a while, I thought I'd just hear the stream and click back on. Oh, gotcha. No problem. As long as if you're here and you're chilling out, that's all I'm worried about. I'm happy with that. So, plug. Also, hello, new hair. The hair. I feel like 5 pounds lighter without the curly afro. So I'm definitely feeling better with this. But thank you.
The mat, bro.
Exactly. It's iconic at this point. So
It's how I perceive you in my mind.
it's how I was all high school. That's all I did. It's no different. So initiative is rolled. First up is the man on the boat with the lightning.
Fuck him.
So
he can
Tell him
get
to
that.
withhold his action.
Well, now see, I would, except
I've
he's gonna
prepared
catch
the
Witch Bolt.
Oh.
And Titus. Nice.
Ah, cool.
Oh.
All right, cool. I guess I just kind of die then.
As you do.
So
I'm made for stabbing.
Can you load, please? Thank you.
No, should not.
I guess Harper, we can split these in half. So if you want to take Salinth and Yeezy, and I'll take Gray and Evelyn for control.
Yeah, sure.
Let's see.
But we don't have Salinth. We just have Yeezy currently.
Harper. Right? Oh, sorry.
No, the last. Oh,
we don't have Aldrich. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I got Salinth and Yeezy.
Yes.
What is your AC, Harper?
It's a 14. You know it's a 14. We talked about this.
We did just talk about this.
Oh, did we?
Mine's 16 if you need it again.
Oh. Well, no, I never asked for you guys' AC. That's the thing. I don't remember.
Me and Harper were discussing it because we were bitching.
Oh, sorry. I was fully into
I was
this,
like,
so I didn't hear it. Sorry.
I was like, oh yeah, we're about to fight a demigod, and I only have an AC of 14 and 44 hit points. I don't think this will go well for me, even if I did have,
hit points.
even if I do have every healing spell that a 4th level bard can get.
Oh, that's not too bad. So
Lord.
He rolls a 16 for his Witch Bolt. So kind of like holding out the mace, he sends that blue lightning out of it and smacks Titus in the chest. And you can see it just crackle throughout his whole body, just standing his hairs up. You take 8 points of lightning damage.
Why can't he deal radiant?
Because that's not the spell was. I'm sorry.
Next time, can you make this radiant, please?
Hey, Wizard of the Coast, I got some issues. And with the scimitar.
No, you don't get to attack.
Wait.
You're going to die.
Oh, wait, no. I have 48 max hit points. I just have 44 because I took damage when he first showed up.
Yeah,
Okay. So I just took 8 points of lightning?
Yes.
Okay. I have my new total.
Minimori. Hi there. How's it going? I understand the struggle. I have a level 3 sorcerer with 10 AC and 11. If Thor's here, does that mean friggin' Odin are to come?
I wish this was Thor. It'd be nicer. I'd be able to talk to him. But it ain't Thor.
Spoilers.
We can bribe him with booze.
I don't think we discussed this. I don't think what is it, Norse?
Yeah, the North Pantheon do not exist in this world.
Yeah, we have the Eberron Pantheon, which, if I had known Matt was going to use the Eberron gods, I would have brought in a Warforged Druid and made beeps and boops all day long. Because I secretly want to be R2-D2.
So, Minimori, I believe, has the light... Minimori, I think, has the light armor. So, should be 13.
Why?
Yeah, that hits.
Don't hurt her. Leave her alone.
He actually, as he's throwing out his mace and sending the electricity out towards Titus, he turns the scimitar around so that the blade is facing down like this, and he's holding it kind of like in front of him, and he almost javelin launches it at Minimori. The scimitar pierces through her shoulder, going essentially through and hitting the back of her armor. And you see her just yelp in pain as she drops down to her knees. She takes 9 damage. Oh, wait, actually, I lied. So, there's a thing with retainers. I've got to look at here. I would kill for a 3rd monitor right now. It's insane how much stuff I have to keep up here.
Matt, if you're going to go for a 3rd, just get a 4th monitor as well.
I'll just get 6 monitors. Fuck it.
You get 3 monitors and the TV mounted above it.
Mm-hmm.
That's how you watch Netflix.
So, she needs to roll... Actually, I'm rolling this for her. That's a 5. So, she takes her 1 level of damage as the scimitar goes flying through the air and smacks her on the shoulder, and you see her blood start trickling through her shirt and a little bit of the armor as it kind of just like cascades down, and she's just yelling, trying to like slowly edge the scimitar out of her body. And if she takes 1 more, they drop unconscious. So, just keep that in mind. So, next up.
You act like I can do anything about this.
Next up. Hey, Jocelyn. It's your turn.
How far away is he from me right now?
Right now, I'd say he's about 20 feet away.
I'm getting point blank with him.
Bad idea. Better to leave where it is. She doesn't know. She's scared. She's a very scared girl, and she's been thrown on this, like, adventure. So, Alright, Jocelyn. So, what are you doing?
I'm getting point blank with this bitch.
Fucking do it. Bet you won't. Bitch.
Oh, actually, first, before I move. Right. Bonus action.
Mm-hmm.
What is my charisma? 2 people. So, I'm giving Titus and fucking who does more damage?
I would say Gray does the most. I think Gray with melee attacks does the most damage out of you guys.
Okay.
How far away is what's her face from me? Memory.
Yeah. I could say she's about 10 feet away from you right now.
Okay, cool. Because I just needed to know that for when I get to my turn.
No problem.
Yeah.
So for 1 minute, everybody, fucking Grace. Titus and Gray have a +1 to every roll.
Hey, shit. All right. So how do you moralize these guys? What do you say to inspire them in battle?
I have no idea who this person is, so I can't even say what I wanted to say initially. Fuck. I think for the most part, actually, for Gray's sake, it's just gonna be, we've been in a lot worse situations than this little fucker. Should be easy to kick him out of here.
So, Titus, when you hear this, you've kind of like heard on and off about the adventures that Jocelyn's crew has gone on, and you feel a little bit of that inspiration of like, yeah, these guys got my back, you know. So you get that little bit of fire in your chest to go into battle with.
Yes.
The fire.
And now, point blank.
Right. Barrel stuff him.
Put the barrel in his ear.
I would, but we're
eye.
going for one of those little trick shot things that I have, right?
Ooh, it's getting fancy.
To fucking knock this bitch prone.
There's a reason she's a gunslinger. She's got cool shit.
So, which thing is it? Winging shot.
Ooh, all right.
So pretty much, gonna get point blank to this guy.
Right.
She kind of angrily, don't you ever fucking touch her again. And then go to his leg and then fucking bust his kneecap with a shot.
Oh, damn. All right. So roll the hit.
That will be a 24.
Oh yeah, that will hit.
Cool. He needs to make a strength save.
All right.
He'll still take this damage, but if he passes, what is a DC? DC is pretty easy, actually. 14.
14. He got an 18 for his.
Okay, so he doesn't get knocked prone, but he does take 14 damage.
All right. A 14? Oh shit. I got a math.
Thankfully, the pistol does a D10 of damage.
God damn. Right. Make him suffer before killing him, huh? Yeah, Jocelyn's out for vengeance right now. She's just... She wants to actually, like, do some shit, I imagine. Like, to stop people from getting on her fucking ship.
And then, second attack, taking the pistol from aiming at his knee, pulling it up to right to his chest. I don't get a plus with my second shot, I don't think.
You do not.
Correct?
No.
19.
That will hit.
Thank God. I feel so much better right now. I was like, I don't get the plus, so this may miss, but I want to look intimidating.
Right.
4 damage.
All right. So, you run up to him, you give your speech, and then you fire into his leg. Bang! You see the pants that he wears tears away, and some of the blood kind of like trickle down his leg. You turn, you see the hole press through his leather, and you see a little bit more blood like shoot out as the bearing impacts the skin and rips through into his chest. And you see him just like it's essentially he takes one step back and then looks down to see the hole in his armor and just looks up at you, grinning.
See, I don't like that.
Salem.
That's... which one of us had Salem? Did I have Salem?
Yes.
No, I had you. Yes, I have Salem. All right. Okay, how far away is Salem?
I would say right now 10 feet.
And what level is Salem?
Salem he's a level 2 retainer.
Okay, so none of these special actions I can do. Let's see.
Does he have glowing eyes?
Sadly.
He does have the blue lightning, like very small streaks, but they do emanate from the edges of his eye and like illuminate his, like kind of illuminate the contours of his face.
All right. Well, seeing as how this guy's been throwing lightning at us the entire time, I'm not going to use lightning. That's just sounds redundant. So instead, let's just have Salenth charge and hit him with whatever weapon he has, because it does not tell me.
Right. So the damage will stay the same, but he currently is wielding a sharpened great axe.
Alright. You typing a novel over there?
Sorry.
Oh, no problem. No problem. More just making a jest than anything.
Alright. So
I forget
I'm
how
now
loud
rolling.
this keyboard is sometimes.
So.
Oh, I thought that was Matt typing.
Oh, geez, sorry.
I'm gonna roll to hit.
Right. So they get a. It should say there's a +6 to hit, correct?
Yep.
Doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
That's 20.
Not one.
Oh no. So, as Salenth charges across the deck, he's yelling, and he has that, like, not actual fire, but he has the intensity in his eyes to get a clean shot on this guy. And as he goes, bringing up the axe with all of his might, you see the guy essentially...
That's going off.
You see the guy bring his hand up, and as the blade comes down, he grabs the blade and holds it, almost stopping the full impact of the axe. He takes it, rips the axe out of Salen's hands, and throws it about 20 feet off to the side.
And now I have to spend time getting the axe.
Titus.
Alright. It is now... It's now Rook's move.
Yes, it is.
Alright, so... First off, Titus is going to go over to Menemery and touch her shoulder and cast Cure Wounds.
Alright.
So I need my D8.
Oh, Geordi. Odin says hi to Henry. I don't know if you can hear me.
Okay, there's my D8.
Yes, his name is Henry.
So it's a D8 plus my casting ability modifier, which... she is healed for 10.
Sweet. So, you can see that the scimitar is still, like, laden within her shoulder, but when you place your hand on her, she, like, stands up for a second, getting up on one leg, and when she turns around, you see the wounds start healing over. She gains her level of health, but the scimitar still lays in there as the wounds close around it.
It's gonna hurt when I yank that out later. I just didn't want to risk her bleeding out just yet.
Right.
And as my bonus action, I'm going to point my rapier at Jocelyn and say, shoot him again. And give her bardic inspiration. You now have 1d6 to do with what as you wish.
Ayo. Inspired.
Be inspired to shoot this man again.
Right. Geordi. Jocelyn has been inspired.
Yes, I'm back, sorry.
No problem. Titus has pointed his rapier and given you bardic inspiration. So you now have the d6 to use on your rolls.
Sweet. I'm most likely gonna use that for my second attack, because my second roll gets no pluses.
Yeah, you get a little d6 action.
And he told you to shoot him again.
Yeah, you got 10 minutes to use it.
You also saw him heal Menemery.
I hit him! Hit him again!
Hit him a third time! You also saw him take Menemery's shoulder and heal her, but as she stands up, you also notice that the scimitar is still essentially healed over inside of her shoulder. Gray.
Just gonna keep glaring at this fucker.
I'm just...
Who's... Okay, so Salenth is now next to this guy. I'm next to this guy.
Yes. I don't know if you heard the bit with Salenth.
I think I tuned out at that point.
So
Salenth does not have an axe.
Salenth had
What the fuck happened?
He had a nat 1 roll.
I rolled a 1.
So Salenth ran up. The guy held the blade of the axe and stopped his attack, and he pretty much disarmed Salenth of the axe on the turn.
Geordi,
Yeah.
class is done.
All right. Okay, that's great. Will do. So I'm going to have Gray
Yes.
grapple the guy.
All right. So, I need Gray to make a strength check, and I will make a strength check for the guy.
Sounds loud suddenly. What the fuck?
There's something with your mic, Geordi. It sounds loud.
Is that my end or your end?
I'm not sure.
I can lower the... Here, hold on. Let me lower this, like, 15%. Is that any better?
Just volume-wise. So...
What am I rolling?
So, you are going to be rolling a strength check. His plus is +6 for this.
16.
Ooh. I think it's better, yes. All right.
I don't know why the change, but alright.
The dude got a 12.
Yes!
So, you see, as this guy is standing there, he's brushed off Salenth's attack, and suddenly Gray's arm busts through the bottom of the deck and grabs onto the guy. And he tears him down to the lower deck. This huge hole erupts in through the deck. I need
That's like a fucking horror movie!
I need you, Jocelyn, and Harper for Salenth. I need you both to make dexterity saving throws.
Oh, fuck me. 11?
11.
Yeah.
And for Salenth, he's going to have a +2 for this dex check.
18.
So Salenth sees the planks of the deck start crumbling back before him, and he doesn't have his weapon, so he's able to like grab onto the mast and almost like launch himself kind of back, like jumping back and supporting himself on the mast. Jocelyn, being this close and having the sudden like crashing of wood around you, you get tripped up and you end up falling down as well onto the deck. You're able to keep yourself steady, but you are driven down below where they are. And Jocelyn, you see Gray with his green and black aura around him as he's grabbing onto this guy, and he essentially says, "You hurt Shep," and he's going to be swinging the guy around 2 times.
Oh god, that's fucking great.
Who is controlling Gray right now?
Me.
You. So he's gonna make 2 attack rolls. They're both gonna be unarmed, but they will have the same damage.
What's the plus?
Plus is, I think it'll still be +6. It's based off his strength.
So 20 non-net.
Oh yeah, that's gonna hit.
18.
That will also hit.
Would be the same damage that's on this card here.
Yep, it should be 2d8 plus 2. All right. Yep.
2d8 plus 2. Card says. I only have 1d8 with me.
Geordi, why aren't you more prepared?
Listen, man.
Be like Allie and Taylor. Just buy 20 sets of dice.
I have a fuck ton of dice. They're just all over there.
Yeah, I can understand that.
7 and 5.
Oh, that was for both 2d8s.
Yeah, in total for the first was 7, and the second was 5, so a total of 12
12.
for both attacks.
All right. Still pretty good.
My D8 do not want to roll high, apparently.
So, as Gray has a hold of this guy's leg, he just yells out, "You hurt ship!" And he smacks the guy across the bottom of the ship and deals his first damage. You see a little bit of the wood splinters like tear small gashes into his head. And then you see Gray essentially cock his arm back and launch the guy straight up into the air as he just goes flying up about 30 feet and lands down. You hear the thud of his body hit the deck above you. And that's it. He just looks over to you. He's just like, "Did good?"
Phenomenal. Is he dead?
It doesn't seem like it. There's still commotion going on above you. Next up, Yeezum.
Do I have easy?
Yes, you
I
do.
think I have easy. All right. Yeezy coming at you.
I'm gonna be.
Where's the guy? Oh God, I only have melee. Dear God. Okay.
So Yeezum, you see, his stuff is actually ranged as well. So what Yeezum does
that'll include me in melee.
for his attacks, instead of the bludgeoning damage that it says on there, he's essentially calling up the sides of the, like, in the water and creating these like flowing ice knives that sort of jettison towards someone. So that's kind of the goal for both. But you see the guy get launched up about 20 feet in the air and land 5 feet next to you, Yeezum.
One, if a demigod just landed next to a gnome, I would expect that gnome to shriek. That's just my personal opinion. I don't know Yeezy very well, but from what I've heard, he seems like the kind to be startled by this.
I mean, he is kind of startled. It's just like, "Ah!" And then he's backed up a little bit, but he's seeing that the guy's not moving for a second and just kind of like waiting to see what happens before he goes and attacks.
Okay. What is the range on his ranged attacks?
I would say his knives can go 30 feet.
Okay, then I'm gonna have him move 20 feet away in a safer direction and then use those.
All right. So Yeezum brings up his knives from either side of the boat, and they essentially both go at once, but they count as the one roll. So roll to hit.
I have to get rid of this die. It's another 1.
So Yeezum is focusing in on these knives, but he's seeing the guy slowly starting to get up, and the nerves of the situation, he can't keep focus on the knives. They just deform into puddles of water before they hit him.
This D20 is unlucky.
Minimori is trying like really hard to pull this scimitar out, but she sees that the wound, like that the skin that's like surrounded the scimitar, it's not budging. So she turns around and tries her best to like bring her hand up and get a shot off on the guy. Well, damn. She rolled a non-natural 20.
All right, then.
And you said the gun does a D10, Geordi? He has food in his face, I think.
I was still muted. I'm stupid. Yes, it does a D10.
Cool. So she does
Hi, Fallen.
Fallen introvert. What's up? What's going on? Had you hanging out? I did get a haircut. I'm looking a little more not homeless.
Like that. He doesn't look like a homeless man living on the side of a freeway in LA.
Exactly. But thank you. I like it. I'm glad people are actually noticing it. Thanks, guys.
It's a very noticeable change. You should dye it.
I don't think it's gonna happen for a little bit. I'm gonna make that a goal. If I ever have like a certain subscriber goal, maybe I'll do that. But I don't know. I'll see. So Minimri does 12 damage to the guy. As he's standing back up, she sees a shot, bang, fires it, and it rips through the guy's arm. Titus, you see that it impacts the shoulder piece of his leather and just almost like splits it in half as it drives into his shoulder, and he drops down again, kind of like on one knee and his hands on the ground.
All right.
Evelyn. It is her turn.
I gotta Google Eldritch Blast. This is why I don't play spellcasters.
Bang.
What's her spellcasting modifier?
Spellcasting modifier. That is a good question. So she gets a... So if it's something that makes a spell attack, she gets a +6 to it.
Okay. Yeet the Eldritch Blast into his face.
Yeah.
21.
Ooh, yeah, that would hit. Roll damage.
I'm glad this fucker doesn't seem to have the ability that I'm thinking of that we gave Leon.
Oh, wait. Oh, shit.
I shouldn't have said anything. I should have just kept my fucking mouth shut.
Yes.
I thought this was all planned. I thought he was doing this to be nice. No, he just didn't think about it.
Yes. All right. So
Geordi, roll 3 of D&D encounters.
I see.
If you think a thing has an ability, just don't mention it.
I know it has the ability. I just assumed one didn't.
We do have
Never
He's
mention
made
it.
so many fucking variants of a bitch. Fucking 15.
15. Okay. So, all right. So, Evelyn summons up her energy, transferring it into her hands, and in one swoop, fires this fiery energy, like this. It actually turns purple as it leaves her hand. It just fires and erupts when it hits him, covering his whole body, and you see that it just looks like it brings him down, almost pretty much back onto his stomach. The guy, after all this happens, he begins standing back up, and he looks at all of you. The lightning in his eyes extends a little bit more, and you can see that it kind of like crackles around where his wounds are. You see his wounds begin to slowly heal over. Nice, very nice.
I hope that very nice means he rolled very, very low, and we can just keep stabbing him.
I didn't plan on stopping.
No, I don't plan on stopping until he's dead.
As a bonus action, he holds out his hand, and Titus, you see the scimitar kind of like shake as it's like sitting inside of Minimbri's body, and it slowly just exits itself out until eventually it flies, ripping into her flesh, more blood just erupting out.
I have to heal that again.
Geordi deserves some inspiration. Fallen with the $1. Thank you very much. Geordi, add on some DM inspiration.
Man, you got Bardic inspiration, DM inspiration.
You're getting inspired.
Oh, trust me. I was inspired to kick his ass the second he threw a scimitar into Minimri.
Ooh, she needs to make a...
I got point blank with this motherfucker and hit both my shots, surprisingly.
Geordi, I'm letting you know now, I can't heal dead.
Ooh, so...
I'm the wrong class for that.
So, Titus, as you see the scimitar ripped out of Minimri's body, you see the blood trickled out, but you don't see her falter. Like, she stands and just turns around to see how it got out. The guy brings the scimitar back into his hands, and he, again, brings both of them up with lightning energy, and he goes on the attack. Let's see who he hits. Or tries to hit, at least.
This man's doing way too much in one turn. I don't like it. Heals himself, gets his fucking weapon back, and fucking hits. Bullshit.
That was his bonus action. Getting the weapon back.
Healing himself was a bonus action as well?
Healing himself is an inane feature that he
This
has.
is bullshit.
Oh, like troll regeneration. It just happens.
Essentially, yeah. 1, 2, 5, 6, 7. Let's roll a d8. See.
I don't like this.
Hey, Jocelyn's not there, so we will not count her for now.
No, count me. Fucking have him come down. I shot him twice. I shot him 3 times. He should be upset with me.
Sure, let's go. He runs down.
Get down here, fucker. Fight me.
Jumping into the pit, and you see him go to swing down with the mace at your head.
Plus, I want Gray to have easy swings on him again.
What is his plus? There's his plus. Yes. So much. Does a 26 hit?
Can I use DM inspiration to make him not?
You can re-roll your own rolls. Wait!
It's a fucking 26 hit.
Wait.
What is wrong with you?
That's the most BS question ever. Does a 26 hit? You know it hits. Just roll your damage, man. Just roll your damage.
Does a 26 hit? Fucking fallen.
You're level 4. Of course the 26 is. Did you see a barbarian, paladin, or fighter in this party?
You know what? You know what, Geordi?
Even our supposed fighter Sablith doesn't even have that much fucking AC. Gray doesn't even have that much AC.
You know what, Geordi?
I don't think it's possible to have that at this level.
Geordi, I will consider this a home rule. You can use your inspiration to A, give yourself advantage, or B, give an enemy of your choice disadvantage.
I don't want to give this dude disadvantage. Disadvantage is not going to do anything. You got a 26. I don't even know what the fuck you rolled. I'm scared to know. That put you up to a fucking 26.
You're not going to use it?
Oh, watch.
No.
It's a plus
Okay.
10 to hit. Watch.
I'll keep it for now. I will wait.
Okay, that's not too bad. So...
Christ.
Oh, and,
Cool.
okay. So he drives the mace down, and you feel the electricity just rip through your whole body as the impact.
I forgot this is a lightning mace.
You are dealt 8 bludgeoning damage and 6 lightning damage.
You're fucking asking me to do math, you son of a bitch.
Oh. Here we go.
8 and 6, right?
8 and 6. Should be 14.
Oh, fucking God. Why?
His second attack, he actually goes for Gray this time.
Thank you, because I think a second attack might kill me.
I can't heal dead.
Does a... Let's see.
His AC is 18.
18?
According to this card.
Then it does...
Yeah, according to the card, his AC is 18.
Just barely. You see him swing around like a 180 and go to smack Gray in the leg. You see the lightning shatter off of it and just crackle, but it doesn't even leave a dent as it just rings off of his leg and the stone just kind of rebounds it.
I think in character, I don't think it'll ever not be funny to see somebody try using elemental at him.
And a third attack. Ooh, he's just getting worse and worse.
Why? Why do you have 3 attacks? Why are you allowed to do this?
So
we don't have the health for this.
That is a 14. So he brings up the.
Ooh, neither of us actually would miss.
Yeah, this was to you. He when he smacks the mace against Gray's leg, you see him jump on like he puts his foot on the inside of Gray's knee and uses it as a launching pad to jump over you, and he tries slicing into your shoulder as he flips over you, landing on the other side. But he just nicks the armor on your on your shoulder blade, and he jumps over, kind of landing like superhero style. It looks over, though he's not a superhero. Trust me, he's not. So,
no, he's a bitch.
Little bitch. Hey, Jocelyn, it is your turn.
Fucking shoot him in the face.
Fucking let's go.
Remember your bardic inspiration.
That's for the second shot. 'Cause the second shot is still plus.
Okay.
Oh, goodbye, dice.
Try to actually. Hold on, I need to see what all you can actually use that die on.
Hope it's attack rolls.
Ability check, attack roll, or saving throw.
Cool.
And you can wait till after you make the roll to add it.
Cool.
But Matt has to say it can't be before Matt says it hits or not.
Yeah, I can look at what number I rolled and be like, 19, by the way.
Yeah, that'll hit.
Oh, shit. Stop bouncing off the hoppage, you fuck. 12 damages.
Ooh. All right.
Before I do the second shot, does he flinch at all from that? Because I first shot was literally me aiming, basically turning and aiming at his face.
Right. So, when you go bang, fire, it's just barely when he's about to move his head. So it's another deep cut, like a trench. Imagine like a trench in the ground, just a tear through his skin like that on his cheek as it rips across. And he does start you just see more blood drip down his chin going onto his chest plate. And he doesn't go in pain, but it looks like he's starting to slow down a little bit.
So I'm going to spend a grit for my second shot to disarm him.
All right.
I definitely need the fucking inspiration die. This may be barely. 18?
Sorry, I was gonna drink one. 18. This is attacking his armor class, right?
Yeah. This is to hit.
Barely. But it hits.
God, thank God for the inspiration thing. How the fuck does
You're welcome.
That work?
What can I
Again.
say except you're welcome?
Okay, so he has to make another strength save again.
All right.
Same DC as last time, 14.
26.
Fucker still takes fucking another 7 damage. But he keeps his weapon in hand.
Geordi, as you see him take these shots, where was the second shot at, specifically?
Essentially, I was going for the shoulder to, make him throw the scimitar.
Mm-hmm. So you see it, bam, rip into his shoulder. And the mark on his face from the first shot starts to slowly heal over again. You see the shot on the shoulder also start closing. And you notice that the 2 wounds that were initially placed by you, they're closing up, but they're not fully healed over. They're just kind of in the process of doing so.
Is this legal?
Next up, Salenth.
Salenth has no weapon.
You can go.
And they're currently in the hole, right?
They are in the hole right now.
And if I have Salenth punch, it's just going to be 1 plus his strength modifier, correct?
Yes.
It's not gonna hit.
Salenth goes and retrieves his weapon.
All right.
Sad times.
Set.
Because that's all I'm gonna have the movement to do. Because it's 20 feet away, and he only has 30-something movement, so I can only get to the weapon and then get partway back. Sad fighter noises.
If I had a sad times emote, I would say, can we put sad times in chat? But I don't yet, so.
I can't wait for the day you have emotes. I'm going to use and abuse almost every emote you get.
I use sync.
I want to get a boop emote so I can abuse it. Every time I see you stream, I could just go boop, 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 boop.
That's truly sad times. She uses me every time we play. Titus. It is now your turn.
How far away is the hole?
The hole is 20 feet from you.
Okay. I'm going to check to make sure Minimori is okay.
Minimori looks to be fine. She is trying to like reload her weapon right now, but it doesn't seem like she's slowing down.
Okay, so it doesn't seem like the wound is affecting her, so I'm not going to bother healing her just this moment.
All right.
Instead, I'm going to do the most musketeer thing I can think of. I am going to run and leap into the hole.
Do it, bitch. Bet you are.
And once at the bottom, where would I land in relative position to Mr. Thundernuts here?
Thundernuts. I would say you land directly next to him.
Alright, cool. Hold on, I just have to double check this thing, because I need to make sure
That's why he's allowed
the
timer.
exact...
Exactly.
Man, I really need to bookmark this page, but I don't want to put tabs in this one yet.
I still have to sit down and make my droid level 20.
Who's all within 10 feet of me?
If you land in the hole, it would be Thundernuts, Gray, and Jocelyn.
Alright, I'm gonna need all three to make a charisma savings throw as I activate Necrotic Shroud.
Oof.
Oh god.
Oh no!
I am ready to die. What's the DC?
Plus my proficiency bonus, which is... What is it, a +2 that I'm sitting at? Yeah, so +2 plus 14.
He rolled
Okay, so Jocelyn succeeds, but Gray does not.
Thundernuts rolled a 7.
I got a 17
Alright, cool.
for Jocelyn and a... What is Gray's plus for charisma?
It would be plus 3.
So anyone who low...
6.
Yeah. So, Thundernuts and Gray are now frightened of me
Oh shit.
until the end of my next turn. And I gain bonus necrotic damage equal to my level on my hits. Unfortunately, that's my action. That's all she wrote.
I forgot about
Oh wait, I have a bonus action. Let's see.
I forgot about something.
I don't want to know what you forgot about because it's probably gonna hurt us.
It's probably gonna hurt us. I don't like pain. If I want pain, I'll go play Dark Souls.
He has 1. What? 12? Wait. I am God, and I grant my children 1 uncommon item each and an inspiration for each. Use these gifts well, my children. Louis Sois, Astro coming in with the $12. God damn. You are a benevolent God. Thank you so much for the $12. Really do appreciate that. And after this encounter here real quick, they do get the inspiration. Toss that in for you guys, so you both have a DM inspiration, and I will gift the uncommon items after this encounter.
I'm actually gonna just start, like, Jocelyn's new god is just Astrofire. Right.
Oh my lord.
Alright, I need to see if I can do, if any of my cantrips are a bonus action. I doubt it, but I'm going to double check.
So the
What did you forget now, Matt?
So he has 1 legendary resistance. So he makes a failed save succeed.
Of course he does.
You know, out of all the things he could have blown that on, I'm glad it was on being frightened. Because I was about to hound this man. What does the frightened condition really do? Because I accidentally turned to that.
The biggest thing
has
is that
disadvantage on ability checks. Ah, okay. And he can't willingly move closer to me.
Right.
Man, that would have been very useful. Where the hell? Okay.
Hashtag get Harper a camera.
Dang it. None of my stuff uses a bonus action, so I will grant Jocelyn more bardic inspiration, simply turning to them with my pitch black eyes and ghostly black appearance, and utter 2 words. Kill him. And that is my turn. You have another D6 to your rolls.
Yep. Jocelyn, you hear this in that, like, disassociated, ethereal voice. Kill him. Gray. So he is frightened of you. He cannot move closer to you willingly. But he's not afraid of Thundernuts.
Why are you calling him that?
Because you guys don't know his name, and I don't want to give you his name right now. So it's the only thing I can refer to him without being like, that guy. Look, it's that guy.
Well, I know what his name is out of character.
Yeah, but, like, he doesn't, and they don't, so I don't want to get that away.
Trust me, Renings, I have the same problem.
I wish my voice went that low. My voice is high as fuck. Hashtag voice pride, alright? Your voice is as beautiful and as great as you are, alright? We all have our voices, but we can all be great with the voices we have. So, public service announcement for now. Love your voice. Love your voice, alright? Let's see. So Gray can do another attack. It's pretty much just going to be a poof, like a sucker punch.
Yeah.
Like a pow.
This fucking
Like a
donkey punch this fucker.
like a big bang.
I feel like this is gonna miss. 13.
Yes, that does miss.
Just the feeling I got.
So he's like trying to keep his distance from Titus, so he goes to take a swing and like he's weightless, just shifts over and dodges Gray's punch. Yeezum, it's your turn. I need to stop coming to these streams.
Now.
I need to stop coming to these streams. Think the Dragon is playing in my God complex and these donations of elders. Okay.
I'm not helping because I'm just gonna keep worshiping you every time you give me stuff.
It's okay. We nurture it because it's good to be empowered. It's good to be It's good to feel like you have control. Like you have.
Don't you ban God?
Hey, Matt, quick question.
What's up?
So that modification the freaky fish people made to my rapier, the extra necrotic, does
Yes.
that only happen underwater, or is that just a thing it does?
That is a thing it does.
Good to know. Carry on.
It is Yizim's turn.
He's gonna have to get closer to the hole because he's probably gonna need line of sight for this.
Right. So he will. Same thing. His distance is about 20, 25 feet away, so he can make it. And he has enough movements to just get to the edge and bring up 2 more ice knives towards.
I don't think Easy would want to get much closer to the hole than look into the hole.
Right. Oh no, that's what I mean. Like he's at the edge, but he's not like in a way where it could be hit with an effect. So he's up there. He summons up 2 more water knives and make your attack rolls, or attack roll. I'm sorry, singular.
25 to hit.
Oh yeah, that's gonna hit. Roll your damage.
And then it's 1d8 plus 3.
Yes, sir.
I keep losing my d8. There it is. 11.
11 damage. All right.
I rolled the maximum.
79.
Yay, my die isn't crap.
My D8 are. My D10 are good.
But so Menemery, it is her turn. Ben, please don't tease me. Asher's just a glutton for punishment. New fam, we love you here. Yeah.
My memory is yours.
Oh, that's right, she is. Menemery,
I don't have a card for her.
right, sorry. Because you always find the... Yeah. All right, so she's going to rush up. Ah! Bang! She runs up and is just like... Okay. This is for the scimitar! Bang! And she fires at him. She rolls a 18. Smacks him in the chest again. Four damage. It's good, but it's the lowest that she could have rolled. So.
A little bit, yeah.
So it's pretty much like a nick. Like she fires it, and instead of going for the chest, it like skims past his side and just barely connects against the flesh. Oh, wait a second. I lied. It doesn't hit. As she fires it, he brings up the mace, whoosh, in one quick swoop, deflects.
I'm sorry, I just read what Riddick said in the chat. I can't with the sound effect. It was about to be so epic, and then just bang!
I died.
I died.
Oh, shoot! I forgot to put a thing on. Thank you for reminding me, Rinnings.
What? What thing did you forget?
I forgot.
I don't have the...
I forgot music.
Oh, I was about to say, like, I don't have the stream playing, so I don't know if there's anything going on there.
Mm. Now let me know if you guys can hear that.
Oh
This is
my
the battle
gosh.
music that I have. So yeah, he...
It's not really that funny.
So
It's
yeah.
about to be really epic, and then you just get this cartoonish bang! Low budget sound effects, people.
Yeah. We're professionals. So yeah, he brings it up and deflects the bullet away as it just... Pew! Sweet. Thank you. So, next up, Evelyn.
I guess everyone's gonna surround the fucking hole.
That sounds like it.
It's fucking Eldritch Blast. Go!
It's like shooting fish in a barrel. Except it's not a fish, and if it was, it'd be a freaking shark.
Is that a nat 20?
No.
Oh,
The other
1?
nat.
Oh, no. So she...
I
brings
wouldn't have picked it up if it was a 20.
Oh, so she brings up her hand, but she is trying to, like, focus in on it. It just fizzles out in her hand as she tries casting it.
Yeah, I got nothing else. There's nothing else to do.
So, Prodigy.
Her other abilities that she gets later.
Oh no! Oh, that's not Prodigy. Polar Knight. What the fuck? Sorry, Polar Knights. Are you two twins? Who are the two that you're referring to?
Obviously, me and you, Matt. Me and you look so much
Hey,
alike.
I'm saying. I want.
We got the same mustache, the same beard.
Yeah, all the difference.
We like the same movies. We sometimes finish each other's food.
I mean,
Mainly because you
It's
eat
not
mine
fair.
when I'm not paying attention.
it's called being opportunistic. Gotta take advantage.
Oh, good lord.
Listen, there's a reason why I wanted to call you the Vulture for like 2 months straight.
I think
It's
you're
like,
wrong.
oh yeah, let me eat this food. Turn around, and then you're just scarfing it down like a freaking chipmunk.
Ooh, I think I know what he wants to cast.
He wants to cast Go Home.
Please?
I don't think so. I don't think that's what he wants to cast.
Nah, I'm pretty sure he wants to cast Dimension Door and leave.
Oh, Pete, you're breaking up. Just a little bit. Oh yeah, he wants to cast this. So, if Phil load.
Doesn't want to cast it. He doesn't
Does it
want
do
to
more
cast
than
it.
28 damage?
It's possible.
Then
So-
he doesn't want to cast that.
oh, but he does. So,
No, he wants to cast Dimension Door and go home. He says, "Fuck this shit, I'm out." That's what he wants to do.
so you see
I'm rolling Persuasion.
Ripstream.
Carry on.
Oh, sorry. What happened with stream?
Yeah, I don't know. I'm watching it. I don't know
So-
what happened.
So you see him, like, hunch down for a second, and you see the lightning energy kind of essentially like stand at his feet and swirls around it. A small cloud begins to form in this ring, and then as it boom expands out, he's teleported away. I need everyone to make a Constitution saving throw.
Why can't it ever be a roll that I'm actually good in? Why do you make me roll my dump stats?
I'm gonna use one of those because
So con is not my dump stat. I rolled an 18.
you say con?
Yes.
Yeah.
Con.
What the fuss? Jesus Christ. 14.
Actually, can I get any higher on that? Oh, I'm checking something.
14. Who is rolling gray?
Oh, who else
I
needs
guess-
to roll?
So,
Oh, yeah,
so it's Jocelyn, Titus Rook, and Gray that are in the hole right now.
Well, it
Yeah.
is Gray's con save.
He would have a +6.
16.
16. Titus, what'd you get, sorry?
18.
18. So,
I have a
Titus...
+3 to con.
Okay, I actually need to roll this and this. Okay, it's not too bad. So...
Whatever you say.
So, Jocelyn, you take
No.
11 points of thunder damage as this
Why?
wave crashes over you.
I'm bloodied. I'm past bloodied.
This thunder energy, this like thunderous energy just presses over you. It doesn't push you away, but you just kind of feel it just just vibrate in your chest. Gray and Titus, you guys take 5 points of damage. Actually, Gray,
I was gonna say, how does that work for the retainer card?
so let's say roll another Constitution save.
Yes. Uh, 23.
Yeah, so he doesn't take any damage from it. It literally just he stands his ground and it just wraps around him, but it breaks away, and it doesn't seem to do any like physical harm to him. But you see that the guy, boom, is just teleported away from you guys. You still hear commotion up on the top deck. Let's see. Jocelyn.
Oh, did you leave the hole again?
He left the hole.
You fucking little bitch. I want to try to be cool.
What do you want to do?
I want Gray to throw me out of the hole, and I want to take my 2 shots as I'm flying through the air.
So,
Can Gray just throw both of us out of the hole?
he can throw everybody out of the hole. It'd be one at a time, though. So
That's fine.
So, Jocelyn, I would say that Gray can do it without any, like, extraneous checks, but you would be making both of your attacks with disadvantage, because you're moving, and you're also not sure where exactly he went. So you're getting your bearings literally as you leave the air.
Remember, you do have that one DM inspiration that you can use for advantage, plus you have my D6.
Oh, you have 2 DM inspiration. One from Fallen and one from Astro.
I don't think they would stack to give back disadvantage. I think it would just negate out the disadvantage. But you would have a plus 1 D6
Oh, no,
to hit.
Yeah, I'm not saying at the same time. I'm just saying you have 2 total now. So.
Yeah. So you could still make your 2 shots at normal.
Mm-hmm.
The
If
first
you
shot's
so
19.
chose.
19. All right.
I'll use one of the DM things for this
All right.
second shot. I'm glad I did.
What'd you roll?
19! With no plus! That was just a nat 19!
So, roll damage.
So the first shot does max 16 damage. And then the second shot does... Can I add that Bard Inspiration to the damage or no?
No, just the attack roll. Just an attack roll, ability check, or saving throw.
Then 5 for the second shot.
So 16 and then 5?
Yes.
So 21 damage total.
Yes.
So, as you are launched in the air, everyone that's at the edge of the circle sees Jocelyn get launched. And at the apex of your arc into the air, you see that this guy is actually going for other crew members now. You see that he's skewered one of them with the scimitar, and another one, it looks like he's taken the head and completely just like grabbed onto the person's jaw and ripped the entire head off of it. Some of the crew members are like circled around trying to get their weapons up and ready in like a fighting formation. But you see he has another guy at the moment, and he's essentially just bashing at the guy's leg over and over again. You take your shots.
Hope the meeting goes well, Astro.
I mean to go to Astro. Thank you so much for hanging out, man. I really do. Thank you for the donations given to the group, helping out the stream. I really do appreciate it, and I hope that you guys have a good meeting and that you have a good day today. Honestly. So, you fire your shots, and right through the chest, 2 more ball bearings just ripping, tearing through the insides of this guy, as now he's stepped back 2 times and down onto 1 knee. and I need you to make a dexterity saving throw. Just to land. R-rated, exactly. This guy, that's the first thing that you guys notice with these like lower level people.
22.
22. That is success. You just have the grace of a cat as you bound down onto the deck with the two guns splayed out in your hands. And you see him finally just ripping one of the guy's arms off, and the blood loss just essentially renders the guy completely lifeless in his hands as he drops the body and then throws the arm overboard. And he just turns, staring at you, with the electricity now essentially making not actually, but it has the image of like a full mask around his head now.
I need you to stop walking away from me.
And I need you to just stop. I gave
Make me.
with pleasure. Salenth, it is his turn.
I have Salenth, correct?
Yes, you do.
Yes.
Okay, Salenth now has his axe. He has it now. And now he just has to run towards the person.
Yes, he does.
I don't know in what direction or how far.
He's, I'd say 25 feet away.
Okay, Salenth is gonna run at him and try to hit him again. Please, dice, don't fail me now.
Roll with disadvantage.
Why disadvantage?
Keen eye. Oh, wait, I lied. Parry. Nope, I lied. Aura sense. An enemy that moves 10 or more feet to make a melee attack against him does so with disadvantage.
Well, I rolled 215, so that's 21.
That's convenient.
That well hit.
And then where's my D12? Because I want to use this thing for once. There it is. Found the D12. Please, good damage. God dang it. 4 slashing.
4 slashing.
I
So,
rolled a 1.
that's cool. Still damage, man. So,
It's not cool. He needs to be dead already.
so Salenth again goes
Been
for
here
a,
an hour and a half.
he goes for this large sweeping attack again, but this time he's aiming for the guy's head. He's almost got an angle where he's trying to just lob his head off, and he again tries to bring his arm up, but he miscalculates where his hand's gonna be for the swing, and the axe cleaves into the guy's forearm, digging in and essentially being stuck in his arm until the guy has to like throw his arm down. The axe flies out and you see this gigantic gash cut through his forearm, showing the bone inside. Let's see here. I need Salenth, Harper, to make a Constitution saving throw. I'm so glad the
What's his con modifier?
So he will have a +6 to the saving throw.
What's his proficiency bonus? Because he's proficient in Constitution saves.
Well, no, that includes that.
Oh, that includes the save. Okay. 13.
It's close, but when he digs in to the guy's arm, you see he dissipates one of his weapons, the mace, and he holds his hand up to Salem's chest, and he's casting levitate on him. He swipes his hand away like this to the left, and Salenth gets launched across the deck of the ship. Actually, I need him to make an... Well, actually, no, he'll do it. So, Salenth doesn't take any damage. He's just launched 20 feet away and just skids to a stop, crashing into the railing of the ship, and you see a little bit of the wood kind of cracks and breaks a little bit.
Does he still have his axe?
He does have his axe. He's still hold on.
Alright.
Titus.
Alright, good. As long as I don't have to spend movement getting the axe again.
Right, exactly. Titus, it is your turn.
I want Gray to launch me out of the hole.
He boosts you up, you land without an issue, and you see the dismembered, bloody, torn bodies of some of the crew members, and you jump out just to see Salenth getting launched across the wide end of the ship. You look over.
How far away is Thundernuts?
25 feet.
Oh, I have more than enough movement. But that begs the question. If I come at him with my blade, he can use his stupid thing. Or I could hit him where it hurts and go for the ego. What do you think, Geordi?
I've been waiting for you to insult him this entire fight, so...
Then insult I shall. Vicious mockery. Now, give me a moment while I pull up exactly what the damage die on Vicious Mockery is and all of its effects. I know the damage is subpar at best. But I know I picked it for a reason besides wanting to just insult people to death. Mainly goblins. They're so easy to just kill.
Right.
That's great. Every time I flip through the W's, I have expect to see a spell called Wonderwall. I'm pretty sure it exists. Vicious Mockery. You unleash a string of insult slaves with subtle enhancements at a creature you can see within range. Alright, I'm well within range. If the target can hear you, though it need not understand you, it must succeed on a wisdom saving throw or take 1d4 psychic damage and have disadvantage on the next attack roll it makes before the end of its next turn. Whew! Alright, so yeah. I'm going to insult him in the celestial tongue and my creepy, spooky, ethereal voice.
Do it, B.
So, dang, I can't think of an insult. Oh wait, no, I got one. Gods, petty, unnecessary, weak. Now have him roll.
Alright.
He has to beat my... What's my saving throw?
Whatever it is, he fails.
What did he roll?
Well, his roll was a 5.
Oh yeah, he just fails. Alright, he takes 4 psychic damage plus 4 necrotic.
Ooh, shit.
And has disadvantage. And then I'm going to move 25 feet. Wait, he's 25 feet away?
Yes.
I'm going to briskly walk 20 feet closer.
Alright. So, when you say gods, petty, unnecessary, weak, he looks towards you. He takes the damage, mind you. But he looks back as he's kind of like squints, like grimacing at the pain. Yet when you can't deal with shit, you call us.
I don't.
Let's see. Next up is Gray. He's going to climb up out of the hole. He sees the guy exchanging with Titus. Geordi, what would you like him to do?
How far away?
25 feet.
That's within his movement speed.
Yep. Movement speed is 30.
Grapple.
So strength checks. Me and you.
Strength versus strength.
This one. 20 on that.
26. Oh no, I lied. 27.
Who the fuck cares that you lied, though?
I do. It's a personal.
It's a personal thing. It's personal.
Personally, a dick.
So, oh, I'm sorry. So, Gray, he runs over. The guy looks over. He sees this hulking stone person charging towards him and attempts to grab him. You see, he dissipates both weapons away, and taking a wide stance, he pretty much grabs Gray's wrists, drops down to the ground, and as Gray's body's kind of like falling over him, he brings both of his legs, kicks up into Gray's chest, and you see Gray flip over off the side of the boat. As he...
Wait, no, rock sink. We can't, no. We need... That's not, no. That's a no. It's a no from me, dog. Do you guys hear the music in the background?
I have it playing through Streamlabs. I don't have it through Discord.
So you can't hear it through my mic.
I can't now.
Okay. Just making sure. Alright, carry on.
So, as he flips Gray over the boat, he stands back up, bringing 2 axes out now. Now's when I have fun. Use him. It is his turn.
Can Yizum use his water thing to help pull Gray out of the water?
He would take an action, and he would require a wisdom saving. Or he would require a wisdom check. Sorry.
Alright. Yizum's going to move his tiny body into a safe position where he can do this.
Alright.
Because I'm not risking the ship's navigator dying.
No, trust me, he tried risking himself dying several times. The time I had him.
Alright, wisdom.
He will have a +6 to it.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. Natural 20.
So, he puts all of his effort, all of his capabilities into this one act, where he seems to sort of hold his hand onto his head, and it seems like he's locating Gray. And once he has it, he holds out both hands, bringing them in front of him, palms up, and just rises up. And you see Gray's body in this flowing sort of like wave, like this very loose flowing orb of water with Gray encapsulated inside of it. He rises it up, shaking his arms as he's trying to hold the weight of it. And eventually he drops it, the water sprays down onto the deck and kind of overflows to the side of the ship, and you see Gray is left there on his back. But he is now on the ship.
Woo!
Minimre. Oh, that's me. Ah.
That's you.
Now there's a bit of an autopilot set with you guys running it now, where it's like, okay, go.
Why
aren't you going? Okay, that's good.
That's not in my deck.
That is an 18. That will hit him.
Fight's been going on for almost 2 hours. Good fucking god.
10 damage. Bam! Into the other shoulder, just tearing more of the armor off. You can see now that both shoulder pieces of the armor are gone. And there's multiple holes just scattered throughout his body on the breastplate of this leather armor. He winces in pain as it blasts into his shoulder. It's gonna be fun when you're dead. As she brings the pistol back down, trying to reload another shot into it.
Well, that was from Nimri?
That was Minimri.
That's my girl.
She's a good shot.
Evelyn.
Fucking. How far does Eldritch Blast go?
I think it's a 60 foot.
More than far enough.
Hmm.
Cool. 120 feet, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, it's...
Eldritch Blast is a
Okay.
literal laser beam.
It's just... Evelyn's just gonna get into a position to fucking blast the bitch.
Little bit.
$18?
Yep.
Plus 6, right?
Yes. That will hit. Roll damage.
Die. D10.
Alright. You got...
There's no pluses to this, right? Or are there?
No.
Unless she has the agonizing blast invocation, then no.
No.
Okay, 6.
6. Alright. You see it slam into his chest again, and this time he slides to the edge of the railing, as everyone in the crew is now starting to make a formation, making a wall of people, everyone with their weapons trained on him. Hands out, spells at the ready. No. This isn't right. That bastard. You hear the guy saying this as everyone is ready to make their next moves. Fine. No games. He holds out his hand, and the crew member that had his head ripped off had a leather helmet on. You see the head kind of roll on the deck for a second before it lifts up into the air, and it, boom, meets with his hand. He grabs it. He holds the head, taking the helmet off of this dismembered head, bam, on the ground. Places it on his head. Tell this guy I said thanks. Oh, wait. And you see that same kind of like blue energy that was used in that teleportation, except now it makes a cone around him stemming from the helmet. It swirls in this cyclone for a second. And instead of a boom, it just coalesces into a needle point, and the smoke dissipates away. And he is now officially gone.
Titus will observe the situation and then in Celestial, pussy.
combat is now over.
Okay, I was waiting to hear that. Because Jocelyn's going to collapse.
I'm gonna drop the necrotic shroud and just take a knee. Oh god, I hate doing that. Oh, it feels so weird. Oh, everything feels all spooky and oh god.
Just while laying on the
Is this
deck.
how rogues feel? Is this how they feel? All edgy? Oh god. I need a drink. Oh god, I need a drink.
Okay, while I'm laying on the deck, I'm just kind of like, as loudly as I can muster, just like, is everyone alright?
We're all right, Captain.
I feel like a filthy rogue.
Better than being dead, right?
Debatable. Highly debatable.
So,
My insides feel like I've been skulking through a sewer.
you can
A
see
2-hour encounter with just one thing.
you can see the remainder of the crew, the regular crew that haven't, you know, been dismembered. They're trying to like clean up the bodies away and sort of just bring them away from the main center of the deck.
I'm going to heal Menemori's wound with my healing hands ability.
Bam. You place your hand on her and it seals
She
up
gains
properly.
4 hit points.
It seals up, and it looks like she's getting a little color back for the blood not draining out of her body anymore. Salem is a little bit, like, embarrassed by the whole conflict. He gets the other crew members situated, kind of, like, delegating to, like, cleaning up the bodies and some of the extra pieces that were damaged. And then he kind of sits down on one of the crates and just he contemplates, just like, too strong.
I'm just gonna walk. I'm gonna walk up to him and just pat him on the shoulder. It's like, it's okay, pal. It happens. This is in no way your fault at all.
Sailors, by the way, that's what's like fighting a god.
Maybe I was a little rash, Captain.
Hey,
Menemori walks over to you.
experience.
Right. Menemori walks over to you and she's just like, she hugs you. She's like, "Are you okay? Are you all right?"
Oh, I've definitely been better.
Evelyn
now walks over as well.
Oh yeah, cure wounds on Jocelyn.
Boom.
I should probably do that too.
Yeah.
I'm at 17 hit points. No big deal. If he hit me, if he actually hit, I might have died.
Yeah. You're healed 6 HP. That's you'll be good.
I'm 3 HP away from being above bloody. Christ. What a fucking bullshit fight.
So, Evelyn walks over to you, Jocelyn, as Menemori lets go of her embrace and kind of just like consoles you, and Titus is over healing some of your more easily treatable wounds. And Evelyn walks over. Lost 4 guys. All of them non-recoverable. Bodies from bodies, heads from bodies, you know, arms from everything. It's not a resurrection spell that can save them. But he's out there. What do you want to do?
We still have a mission. We still have a reason we set out. Let's just hope he doesn't show up again anytime. He is killable.
Or maybe he's just, maybe he was just toying with us.
he wouldn't have ran like that.
I just don't want to fight anything like that again. Not right now, at least.
I was saying, knowing my luck, that's not a possibility.
She chuckles, and then goes back to a more stern look, and she holds out 2 items in her hands. I will turn this music off for a second, because it's not battle.
You know, I didn't even, like... Where'd you send me the link for the ring? Did you send that in Discord, or did you send that in Facebook?
I think I sent it in Discord. I'm not sure, though. Just give me 1 second, guys. If I can find something that fits here.
Ah, I found it. What does this ring do again?
Isn't it a ring of mind shielding? That's the one you got?
It is a ring of mind shielding.
The ring where if you die, your soul gets sucked inside of it.
Yep.
That is the most lich item if I've ever heard of one.
So. Let's see if I can actually do this real quick. I apologize, guys, for the...
No, it's perfectly fine. I need time to process the fact that a god just ran away from us.
So, Evelyn walks up, and she has 2 items in her hands. These were recovered on their bodies. They don't have any use for them anymore, and I figured they're going to go in your hands or they're going to go in Ivy's hands. Either way, they should probably go through you. She holds out what looks like a very small... it looks like a satchel with a big flap that kind of opens up. Instead of just a cinched opening, it's this this woven piece that flips up, stuffed in there. The other one is what looks like this small stone like trinket. You can see that it's actually shaped in the form of a cat. And inside one of the eye sockets is this light green gem inside of it. This one, it looks like a stone of good luck. It's called a luck stone, you know? It's supposed to help you out with, like, tasks and feats that you normally do. And she meekly hands it over to you. The other one is, I think it's a bag of holding, actually. Could be pretty useful. She tossed that over to you, like, as well.
Thank you, Brad.
Like a bitch.
That's me. I'm Wrath.
That's you? That's your account name?
Yep.
Like, facts.
Straight up fact.
I'm sorry, what does the stone do again?
I will send that.
Or do you have a link for it?
Yeah.
Given Jocelyn's recent string of bad luck, I would say she should take the luck stone. She doesn't want it, and then she could take the bag of holding, then I take the luck stone. Because if it does what I think it does, I might basically end up just being a bigger skill monkey than what I already am.
I sent it in the Facebook group. So that is the stone. And
Okay.
this
Oh yeah, it would just make me a skill monkey.
is the bag of holding.
I would love to keep this.
So I know Astro's not here now, but the items have been gifted. The inspiration has been given. Use these gifts well, my children, in the words of the ethereal voice of Astro.
All right, so Jocelyn, you want the cat head or the fancy bag?
Love to keep a lookstone, knowing my luck. Might help. Bags of
Fancy bag for me. So yeah, I'm taking the bag of holding, and then I'm going to nonchalantly. Does our brew come in bottles, or is it only like on tap?
There are a couple bottles. They're usually stored in the supply room, just handed out during times where there's meals and stuff like that.
We don't have bottles anymore. They're in the bag now.
All right. So you stuff the bottles inside of the bag. They fit. Very stuff. Like they literally just disappear. Doesn't even feel like there's any weight to them.
And then I'm gonna sit on the deck in a nice, quiet spot, and I'm just going to drink, process what happened, and recover. So if anyone needs Titus, that is what he is doing.
Jocelyn, you also hear what sounds like some of the crew members going over to the massive hole in the side of the deck, and they're trying to get extra pieces of wood dragged over. Some of them are grabbing some tools, nails, and things like that. And Salem comes over. We can start with this right away, but it's going to take up the majority of our lumber. Would you like us to fully repair it, or just cover it for now?
fully repair it. I don't want to deal with any. But
Of course, Captain.
I'll help.
Alright.
I know a few things about ship repair.
So, he leads you over to the spot. There's two guys that are dragging stuff over, and it looks like they're kind of the faux handymen right now, kind of multitasking on the ship. You, Salenth, and the other two crew members get to work on patching up the ship. And after that's finished, probably it's rough, like, to get exact measurements, but to do a decent job where you can continue sailing is about 3 hours. So the rest of the crew,
I can see them doing this, right?
Yeah, you can see them doing it.
I'm gonna motion over to the drums and just call out, "Let loose the drums of war. Play us a merry beat.
You see one of the
To
guys.
honor those that have fallen and to carry on."
Damn it, there's not a button for war drums in here. I thought there was. Well, you see one of the guys go over. The other, the war drum player, he was actually one of the ones that were decapitated. So,
Oh,
it's the,
now Thundernuts really has to die. How dare you kill a fellow musician?
and the lone guy on the war drums. Boom, 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 banging on the drums, just a rhythmic beat going, and he just consistently plays it over the sounds of the crew working. The hole slowly gets fixed. You guys have a quick break for some food, and then everyone is brought back above deck, and there's a meeting kind of called. The crew are all centered around, and in the front are you and Titus, and then Salenth and Evelyn also kind of stand next to you guys. I was hoping that you could maybe give a bit of motivation to the crew. We've been not having the best time. At least the others aren't. You can see that they all kind of just they're stood there and they're focusing on you guys, but you see kind of the bit of despair, you should say, on their eyes. He's just like, is this something we should be worried about? Like, should we try and find him? Like, what do you want to do about this thing that just terrorized our ship?
Jocelyn. Jocelyn. Let me do this. This is kind of my thing.
You can get everyone's spirits up, please do.
Titus is going to stand in front of everyone. How many did we lose today?
4.
4 crew members out of how many?
There were 10 of us. Now there's 6. This is excluding you guys. Like, you guys are the main, like, the main leadership of the boat, but the 10 people that were on the ship were extra to actually, like, do the ship's, like, run the ship's actual function. So there's 6 crew members left. So
Out of the 10 we set sail with, we've only lost 4. And there was a god on this ship. A being that with a thought could have possibly wiped us all out. But only we lost 4. And not only did we only lose 4, we drove him back. We forced the god's retreat. How many other crews can say they have accomplished such a feat? How many other men can say they have fought a god and lived?
I mean, Johnson says that he's done it before. I'm not sure though. He's usually pretty drunk, but I mean, it sounds legit.
Well, besides Johnson,
None.
Oh no, it's a very rare count to hear.
Almost none, sir.
exactly. While now we may mourn and feel disheartened, know this. Our tale will live on. As the valiant crew who repelled the god's invasion of their own ship, drove him away. We filled him with bullets and slashed away at his very being. And while few of us died, the rest of us live on. And if we shall encounter him again, we survived once, but next time we will be victorious.
They seem to shake their heads a little bit. They start getting that little bit of extra stance in their postures.
Now tell me, do you want to be known as simply the crew that survived a god? Or the crew that took one down?
I want to kill a god!
Why'd you have to put that in their heads?
Yeah.
There are worse things than gods in this world.
Like
Devils,
what?
demons, beasts of the sea. There's a reason why the gods stay up in their celestial palaces. So next time he shows up, let us remind him of why this world is ours.
Yeah. Yeah. The crew kind of just gets they get a little more amped up. Yeah, we can take them. Yeah.
But let us proceed with caution. We must not underestimate our foe as he has underestimated us. But that will lead to our destruction.
Oh. Gonna have to go, guys. Odin, thank you so much for hanging out, man. Really do appreciate you being here. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I hope to catch you here next time.
Take care, Odin. Nice having you around.
Have a good one, man.
Where was I? Oh, yes.
Yes.
We must proceed with caution. If we underestimate him as he has underestimated us, we will surely meet destruction. But unfortunately, tales are not told of those that have failed. only those that succeed.
They
But with determination, a plan, and a bout of good luck, it will be our tales that bards of my kind will be singing in the taverns. They will raise drinks in our name.
Yeah. You see one of the guys kind of steps forward. When the god shows his face, and the others chant in unison, "We take his head!" Thank you, sirs. We really do appreciate your conviction.
Tonight, mourn your fallen comrades. We'll celebrate your lives.
Hear, hear. Hear!
Tomorrow, we continue on. Tomorrow, we prepare. For going forward, we fight not only gods, but all manner of unspeakable things.
Hear, hear. And the crew disperses. You see the guy that was standing in front kind of pat you on the shoulder, Titus, nods his head, and then takes off down below decks. I'll say that it gets pretty dark. Within about
I just find it really funny, Matt, when you try to like be like a crowd of people. And like there's no like you've like no
A for effort.
on.
Oh, thanks, man.
And it's just kind of like it's like you're giving a speech to one person. Yeah. Woo. It's like love the enthusiasm. Also, before like the whole thing, everybody just person was gonna kind of put my hand around Titus' shoulder. It's like, you're gonna be the greatest asset I have on this ship.
I just do a bard's job. Sometimes it's motivation. Sometimes it's stabbing things.
You see Gray walk over to you guys.
What's motivation?
You see Gray walk over to you guys. How he throw me.
So, that right there, buddy, what we fought, that is the definition of a god that you want us to kill.
We be ready next time. Yes?
With a little preparation, and without Jocelyn's terrible luck, I'm sure we'll prevail next time.
Got him.
Luck is something I wish I could control.
Yes. He shakes his head. And then steps away without another word. So, you guys see the sun go down. And eventually, you guys are in the position where everyone's resting right now. You guys have anchored for the moment just so that the repairs can be made and everything like that. And you guys are able to take a long rest.
Types is gonna spend his just lounging around on the deck, just drinking his swill.
Jocelyn, is there anything you'd like to do?
Honestly, probably the best thing I could do right now is take the time to like learn about Titus and him learn about me.
There you go.
Alright.
Because that's something our characters haven't really done. We've just kind of been like, yep, we're working together now.
It was like, yep, this works. This is better than sitting in freaky fish jail. Anything's better than that.
That's fair. Even being a rogue?
Listen. Fuck rogues, okay?
I have the same sentiment, but for probably different reasons.
Nah, not even in like, the good part. Like, no, I hate rogues. They could just go somewhere and never come back. They can stay in their little cities running through the sewers.
I hate
Don't like
rogues
them.
for a completely different reason.
Alright, anyway, on to story stuff.
Oh, are you guys done with your?
So
I, I didn't even know we started. I was just...
Oh, sorry.
we were just
About rogues.
talking about stupid shit.
Oh shit.
IRL.
Sorry, I turned the lights on. I didn't hear that first part. Sorry.
Yeah. Kind of walk over. So Titus, how do you like your first few days with us?
Well, let's see. I've seen a freaky amulet that tried to put tendrils in my mind. I fought a god. There's a rock man on the ship. Better than the last crew I was with.
Never a dull moment with me, it seems. I do apologize for that.
Oh, no. Don't apologize for that. I'm a bard. We live for tales of glory and action. And you are going to give me plenty. I'll probably never have to pay for another drink again after this.
I hope we make it to that point. I'll give you the same
Oh,
offer I give
no, we
everybody
will.
else. You want to leave at any point. We'll dock the mainland and be on your way. I don't force anyone to stay with me. Especially with the hell that I seem to drag along.
No, I'll stay. Seems like hanging around with you and your crew is the best shot I have at getting what I want.
What would that be?
Dax is just going to take a swig of his whatever he's drinking. Revenge. Plain, simple revenge.
Well, if it's a kill you need, it's a kill I hope you get.
Yep. After today's snafu, I'm fairly confident that we could take him on.
I'm glad. You know who we're looking for? And the best way to find him?
Who? Yes. How to find him? No. I figured at some point he'd show up for me again. Or I'd come across him bothering some other poor Asama. Who
And we need to
knows?
find out where more Asimar are. And that'll be our best lead. Got it. Can easily do that.
Don't.
Geordi,
Yo,
roll a. Actually, no, you don't need the roll. You know that Asimar are primarily on Carcius, the second continent of this world.
cool. I know a trip we're taking at some point then.
Tell me, Jocelyn. We fought a god. You think we can slay a Deva?
At this point, we could probably kill anything. As long as we're prepared properly.
Good. Good.
I mean, hell, he snuck up on us essentially. And we still almost came out of that on top.
I hope we were coming out on that on top. Because I saw you put several shots into him, and when I got there, I didn't see many bullet holes.
Oh. So you didn't notice his wounds just kept healing on the spot?
He healed.
Didn't matter how many times he got hit.
God, I hate dealing with celestial beings.
I don't like it much more.
Do you have any idea what god that was, by the way?
Never seen him before in my life, nor have I heard of him.
Oh, great. Some random god shows up, hitting us with freaking lightning and thunder. Great.
Matt, would that god match a description of any other? That would just innately be like, he might be this to like most characters.
Make a religion check.
Can't have me. What is it? I'm surprised religion is under intelligence rather than wisdom.
Yeah.
That's always bothered me.
15.
So it's not usually one that's like it's not a god that has a church and followers and things like that, but you've heard tellings of essentially a collection of great old gods, and they used to, when they were more prevalent, used to send heralds onto material planes. So Jocelyn would know that whatever sent this is working under or is in part one of the great gods of ancient. Essentially a god that worships other gods. Or essentially a god that is worshipped by other gods.
Ah, yes, the god of gods.
Yep.
That's not good. We have worse possibilities of what that could have been.
What I have a feeling with you, Jocelyn, everything's the worst case scenario.
Because, you know, the gods just want to torment me, it seems. And they'll come down here and do it personally as well.
Well, I will say it'll make for an excellent story once all this is done.
But knowing a bit about you, is there anything you'd like to know about me? I see it's only fair, if you know your captain well.
Look, you said you've only been here a month, right?
Give or take, yeah.
How did you become the captain?
Your guess is as good as mine. Ivy just seemed to like me.
Intriguing.
A month ago, I repaired ships. I repaired supply ships. And made sure they stayed seaworthy the entire trip along. My boat got attacked by Ivy's crew. They offered us to leave or join them. I chose to join them. Not without killing one of their crew members before leaving. Or before joining.
So from deck worker to pirate captain and onward to God's lair. Yours will make a mighty fine tale indeed. I may actually end up drowning in alcohol from it.
You know, stories like that are usually fairy tales. I never thought I'd be the main character of them.
Yes, that's the way it goes. Most unlikely of heroes. Those who grew up and prepare their entire lives for such feats of heroism usually end up getting killed, caved by some goblin. My father called it a divine joke.
Well, it's getting late. I'm gonna get some rest.
You do that. I'll be up for a bit longer. I have a few more of whatever these are to finish off.
Anything happens or you need something, you know where to find me.
Well, don't worry. If something happens, the entire crew will hear me spouting insults at it. I refuse to die without letting the thing that killed me know how much I despise it and how dumb it looks.
You'll be an interesting person to sail with. And with that, I'm gonna take my leave and head over to quarters.
All right. So, you guys eventually take your long rest. Day shines upon you once again, and eventually you guys are off. You raise anchor. You start heading off towards the Sahuagins. Another day goes by, and then Yizum sat at the front of the boat with his maps, looking up, looking back, looking up. Captain! Captain!
What's up, Yeezy?
We're here. This should be where the Sahuagins are. There were some reports of crashed ships around here. It's gotta be them.
Are we out like open sea essentially? Like nothing around us.
You look around, it looks the same as it's been for the last 2 days. Open. You've seen one or two very, very small islands. Like, it's a long stretch of land with a few trees and some grass. Occasionally you'll see like a flock of birds land next to them. Or like on the trees on these small little, very, very small patches of land. But as you look around right now, it's nothing but open water.
I'm gonna take one of my little ammo, and I'm just gonna kind of like drop it into the water.
Sorry, what are you dropping?
One of the pellets for my gun.
Oh, alright. So,
I'm just gonna drop it in to see if that invokes a reaction from anything.
So, you take your pellet out. It sinks. You wait about 2 minutes. A solid 2 minutes. I don't think they noticed that.
Worth a shot, right?
Of course.
So I have something they'll notice.
Contacting them. What would that be?
You got a rope?
We do have rope. As Salem's like brings over a loop of it.
Alright. I take one end of the rope, tie it around my waist, tell Saleth to hold the other one, and slowly lower me down to the water.
Yes, Rook. Here. And he grabs onto the other end, kind of like wraps it around his hand so he has a good grip on it, and steps over to the edge of the railing. I'm ready when you are.
Alright, so I begin kind of scaling down the bottom towards the water.
And you can feel there's still some slack, but you can feel some slack. He tightens it up just as you're at like the very surface of the water.
Alright, I'm gonna place my palm against the water and cast Thunder Wave.
Alright. So
I figured if they can feel anything, it's gonna be a lot of reverberations.
So you place your hand in. The water actually feels relatively warm right now as the sun beats down on you. And You dip it in a little bit. You get that warmth of the water, and your hand gets that tingling energy as you cast Thunderwave down. It ripples as you see this circle of waves, like, cast out from where your palm is and just slowly recede themselves. And everyone on the ship, you just hear underwater. And you see that ripple as well from Titus's hands. There's about 30 seconds of pause. Salen still holds onto the rope. Should we be hurt? And as he says that, you see Sahuagins break the surface of the water.
Pull me up, 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 pull me up.
Hold on, Titus! As he's like rushing to get you up onto the ship. And Sahuagins just like those carp that jump out of the like someone passed through the carp jumping out of the river. Something like that, where they're just breaking the surface and like step down.
I just want one of them to forget that they're like they can walk on land and just start flopping on the ship like.
We're having fish tonight, boys.
Salenth eventually pulls you up, Titus, and kind of like releases the rope off of your person. And in total, you see 10 Sahuagins with their turtle shell breastplates and tridents stood on the ship.
I keep my hand on my blade. I don't draw it. But if they attack first, I'm ready for it.
Right.
Hey guys, remember me?
Why are you here?
I have questions that pretty much only you guys can really answer. Remember that amulet you guys lost? And you got back most of it, not all of it?
They look around to each
Not
other.
me, I have a piece.
This is business of the king. We cannot take them. They are not worthy of seeing him. It is about the amulets. He must know.
If you guys need a message to relay, that's fine and dandy with me. I would love for us not to have that amulet anymore. So.
Where is the piece?
It burrowed itself into the ground. I have no idea where it went. I was hoping to get an answer about that one, too.
We will tell the king about your appearance.
Cool. So, the, thing that it did to my captain, do you guys know about that one?
They look around to each other. Yes.
The freaky tentacles that try to probe your mind. That part. That thing. I would kind of like answers on that as well.
They look at each other again, and this time it takes a good 10 seconds for them to actually speak up as they're trying to figure out a response.
That is only known by the king.
Is there a way to prevent it?
It is gone now. Leave it be, and you will not have problems.
If that thing just digs around by itself, there's no leaving that thing be. That thing needs to either go back to you guys or be destroyed. One of the two.
We will find it. If you say it is out there, we will locate it. But your words will only carry.
You guys can locate it. How come you didn't locate it when you put the island first?
That is only business of the king. We are just his soldiers.
God, I feel like I heard this before. And I think I slaughtered the tribe that's like, they just said the same sentence over and over again. Good lord. Do you guys know anything else to say that isn't the same sentence?
We say nothing that is not true. You are the one that seems to not understand that.
I'm just looking for help.
Here, Jocelyn, let me try this.
Go right ahead. Get your fucking fish.
I'm an expert at speaking to freaky fish people. One second, I have to look this up.
You're doing that. I need to use the bathroom.
Okay, I went too far. So they can understand me, right?
They can, very basically.
I'm going to cast suggestion.
Mm-hmm.
And just simply ask them to tell us everything they know about the amulet.
Huh. So they need to make. Oh, it's a.
There's no save.
It is. The target must make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh, I didn't see the rest of the thing.
It's
All
in the
right.
second paragraph, so it's.
Yeah, I was just like, oh, this is a pretty short spell. Oh, wait, no, there's more.
What's happening?
He's.
I cast suggestion.
Mm-hmm. Was
So yeah,
the
they have to
DC.
beat my 14.
They just fail.
Sweet.
You can feel that this lead Sahuagin who's speaking with you, he's trying to resist this suggestion, but eventually his body relaxes for a second, and he looks at you with less with contempt, and more with just like content, like he's just having a conversation with you.
Welcome back to content.
The
You
amulet.
suggest? Sorry, I missed like what was happening entirely. So just
He asked them to tell you guys everything about the amulet that they know.
Yes.
having a spellcaster is really useful. That can do these kinds of spells.
Aren't bards fun?
They're
I
so
just-
great.
I just shoot shit if it gets annoying. Or leave. One of the two. Normally I'm not allowed to leave though.
The
Sorry.
amulet is an artifact. It is meant as a way for the Leviathan to re-emerge.
I'm sorry, did you say Leviathan?
What in the fuck?
It is a creature that rests for long periods. He is called when needed by those who give their service to it.
And
You got the amulet.
And why do you need to summon the Leviathan?
To make the seals washed away from existence.
Yeah, by the way, they're at war.
I picked up on that. I heard a lot of them talking and complaining about various things. Surface dwellers, Sahuagin, pork, clam harvest, the works. They're a very dull and boring people.
I honestly want no part of this. I just want it to not affect us.
Well, if my understanding of this Leviathan is correct, you don't have a choice in that matter. I've heard only one story about it, and it's terrifying. Carry on, Freaky Fish Man.
Do you wish to serve the Leviathan?
No, not in particular, no. I'm good. That's a no from me.
Then let the amulet be gone.
Is there a way to destroy the amulet? Perhaps a volcano we could toss it in? A sword that we can use to shatter it? A phrase that just makes it crumble away?
The amulet has no known weakness.
Ah, that's good to know.
It was crafted by the ancients. I'm sorry for the change in like the tonality of the fish people. It's a little difficult to do that for long periods of time. I apologize again though.
I understand.
It was crafted by the ancients to be the Leviathans. What you call a brain.
So the ancients crafted the amulet for the Leviathan? Am I understanding that correctly? Did I mishear something?
It was made as their greatest weapon of the sea. They were forced to be. They were forced away from the material plane, and with it their access. But those who are truly loyal can summon the Leviathan's power. And we are the ones to be doing so.
Now, in your history and legends and general ideology, has there ever been a way mentioned to stop the Leviathans? Something that you guys have to look out for in case it happens that your entire plane will go sideways? I'm just asking because, you know, this whole Leviathan thing sounds really interesting and I might actually want to be a part of that. You know, just to not be destroyed myself in the crossfire. You understand.
Are you trying to deceive them?
Asking for a friend.
I'm persuading.
Roll
I'm
persuade.
persuasive.
Roll persuasion then.
Do I have advantage because they're under suggestion?
I would say the suggestion is what's allowing you to persuade them in the first place.
Okay.
Because they're relatively hostile at the moment.
Okay, hold on. I rolled a high number, but I need to know how high is this. And plus proficiency 23. I rolled a 23 to persuade.
I would not know that. Our priests have the texts of the ancients' teachings. They would be the one with that knowledge.
Ah, good to know. Jocelyn, any questions you want me to ask them?
Did we ever get any information on how to stop that stupid black shit from taking somebody over? That's not the only reason.
I'm pretty sure that's just tied to the freaky amulet of the Leviathan. I don't think he would know that. He doesn't even know how to stop the thing. So that's
I need to stop this fight. Praying to God you can do enough damage.
Actually, here, let me check. So the amulet and its tentacles that try to take your mind and just do things to your body. What's that about?
The amulet. The amulet attempts to test your mind, seeing if you have the true nature.
That's all it says.
Ah, okay.
I feel like we can train me.
It's freaky fish magic.
And he said, I will say, with his inflection, he says it as though it's an actual thing, like the true nature, capital T, capital N, like it's something that someone possesses to be able to use the amulet.
Alright then.
Trademark, copyright.
Sahuagin Enterprises.
So we can fish world.
Saga, Waha. Freaky Fish People Enterprises.
Fish world.
Literally, this fucking fish. I cannot pronounce their damn name.
The Sahuagins.
I can't.
Listen, they're all freaky fish people. All of them. Freaky fish people.
Well,
Alright then. I got the information I think I need to get. What about you, Jocelyn? You wanted me to ask anything else? Because I can keep this up for the next 7 hours.
good lord.
It is an 8-hour spell.
As long as I'm concentrating.
So, the only question I have left then: do they plan on using this Leviathan against the Sea Elf soon?
Oh yeah. So, the Leviathan, once you have the full amulet and you can awaken the slumbering beast, you'll plan on immediately just destroying the sea elves, correct?
That is, and will always be our goal, until they are eliminated.
Are you
Okay.
leaving the mainland alone?
Yeah, after you take out the sea elves, what do you do next? Do you just rule the entire ocean? Scour the ocean for sea elves to make sure they're all dead, invade the land, find a way back to elemental plane of water. What's the plan there? What's the true end game here?
Our king is the rightful ruler of the sea. The surface dwellers are no use then.
So no plans for this. So no plans for the surface. All right, that's cool. What about ships that sail over the ocean? Is that an issue? Is that a thing that we would have to negotiate at a future time?
That is business. That is business that will be done when the sea elves are no longer a threat to us.
Okay. And after the sea elves are no longer a threat, are you guys gonna put the Leviathan back to sleep?
When the Leviathan is awoken, it lives until its essence is taken away.
Oh, fucking
so
the
it's
essence
gonna-
of a life.
So it's just gonna keep going until it dies eventually.
Yes.
Okay. And how long does that usually take?
How long do you surface dwellers live?
That's
Normally,
debatable.
yeah, it depends. Humans, roughly 80 years. My kind, 150. Elves, couple hundred. Yeezy.
How old do elves typically, or I'm sorry, half elves typically live, Jordan?
I'm googling that right now.
I think it's like half as long as normal elves, so probably like a couple hundred, like 200, 300. Because little elves can be like 1,000 if they're lucky. Actually, no, I think that's like the minimum of their lifespan, honestly.
Looks like this wiki page. Okay, so yeah, about every wiki page so far is saying between
750
150,
years.
180
150, 180.
for
Elves
half elf.
typically claim adult. Yeah, I'm looking at normal elves. So yeah, elves and half elves and Asmar have the same life expectancy, whereas full elves, they're not an adult till 100 and can go up to 750.
Not in your grandchildren's lifetime.
Ah, well then.
Ah.
Nice. Cool. Sweet. It's pretty spicy.
Cool.
Nice.
Cool. Cool.
Super casual conversation with a fish.
Ah! Nice.
So once the Leviathan's free, and you use it to wipe out the sea elves, what is it going to do? Just sit around and do nothing?
It will feed.
On what?
On what?
Everything.
What if it feeds on you guys? You have a plan for that?
Those who possess the amulet
have proven
Really,
that
only one person can possess the amulet, right? There's only one amulet.
yeah. Yep. It's not a whole civilization. It's just one person. The king. You can presume.
You realize, you know what, you guys have that. I wish you the best of luck.
Okay, so just to make sure I have all of this clear, so I can make the best decision for me and my descendants. You guys need all 4 pieces of an amulet that you are going to then use to awaken the Leviathan, correct?
Yes.
And then use the Leviathan that you have control over because you have the amulet to wipe out all the sea elves, your enemy for the longest time, correct?
Yes.
Then once all the sea elves are wiped out, your king, long may he reign, will then take over the entire sea, and while that's happening, the Leviathan is going to gorge itself on whatever it can consume. So, Sahuagin that the king has deemed undesirable or traitors to his kingdom, they will be eaten. The massive pile of bodies from the sea elves will of course be eaten. That will be a waste. Coral reefs, fish, ships, people, anything that your king points it at, that's what it's going to consume, correct?
That is his to decide. Yes.
Okay.
I'm trying
Are
to.
you guys open to criticism?
I was gonna say I'm trying to figure out where this is going.
A few things that
There's just like,
What?
now see, I don't like the sea elves. They annoy me greatly. So I wouldn't really care that they're gone. So that part of the plan I'm not gonna concern myself with. It's more so the Leviathan gorging itself for the lifetime of not only me, my children, but also my grandchildren, possibly my great grandchildren, because I lived for 150 or so years. So assuming my descendants also live the maximum amount of lifespan, it's a long time. But you see, if it consumes everything, and I mean everything, coral reefs, land, people, ships, the whole nine. What in freaky fish hell makes you think that anyone on the surface is going to tolerate that and not commit absolute genocide on everything in the ocean? Because keep in mind, I'm a guy who just sent a wave of thunderous energy through the water to bring you up here to let you know we're here. There are people who can turn into giant monsters, control water. We have a rock
I can
that
do
can
that.
do weird things. Yeezy can move water. There are people who can do what Yeezy does, but better. I
Oh.
have stories of this.
Just
I'm pretty sure that if you try this and succeeded, I'm pretty confident you guys have taken out the CLs.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty confident you can get away with that.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not really gonna stop you unless I absolutely have to. I would
no
rather
one on the
not.
mainland is either. No one really gives a fuck.
Yeah, like as far as underwater territory disputes go, you guys do you. It's just, but
It's really
a
only you
giant
two fighting.
monster, just the whole Sahuagin, I mean the whole Leviathan thing. That's where people are gonna start, asking questions. So you can't really workshop that out a bit better, um, because as a person who lives on the surface, I can tell you with the absolute certainty, we are vengeful and spiteful people.
And there's a lot of us.
There is a tremendous number of us, quite many of us able to do great acts of destruction, because we are petty enough to sit there at a beach for days, months, possibly years at a time, destroying water molecule by molecule until there is absolutely nothing left. Are
Whatever
you
it
familiar
You're
with the
lucky. You
term?
probably could piss off some gods too.
Yeah, are you familiar with the term mutually assured destruction? Because that's what you're gonna probably get.
whatever
Just warning you, just an FYI.
whatever it is that we face, our king will protect us. We are not afraid of you.
See, I'm not saying you
We're
should be
not
afraid
threatening
of
you.
us. We're not threatening you. I'm just offering you advice right now. So you may not be afraid of us.
It's more of a warning, honestly.
But we just fought a guy who we affectionately call Thundernuts. And that was a god, like an actual god. Like, came down from the heavens wielding weird, freaky powers that I haven't seen even from, like, the greatest of heroes. And I'm pretty sure he was a minor god. Like, not even big deal. I don't want to know what happens on the ones that are a big deal. The ancients that crafted your amulet catch wind of what you're doing, and then what's that word? Uh, annihilate you from the annals of history.
I think the nicer term for it is divine.
Yeah, they pull a nice big divine intervention. Or, and this is a big or, someone steals the amulet from your king and turns the Leviathan against you.
Oh.
Because I've known some guys with some pretty sticky fingers that can get into some pretty tight places and can go pretty much unnoticed.
The Sahuagin looks at you, and he slams the bottom end of his trident on the deck of the ship.
This is all just a scare tactic.
Oh, no. This is no scare tactic. I'm not trying to scare you. I'm trying to warn you, inform you. That way you can tell your king. That way you guys have a much better invasion plan for taking out the CLs and ensuring that your kingdom has a long, prosperous reign without us surface dwellers having to get involved or, heaven forbid, the gods.
Again, service voters don't care for kingdom.
You know, free advice. Just free advice.
He will hear it. Now leave.
Well, actually, you have to leave first. You're on our boat.
We can't turn this around until you get out.
Yeah.
Unless you want to come with. If you want to come with, that's fine. I don't give a fuck.
He's just telling you this is like, don't stay here. Like, we leave.
Plan on it. There's nothing here.
You leave. Like,
There's water.
cool.
Oh, wait.
So,
I have one more question, because this pertains to my entire freedom. Did you guys do anything to the Sea Elves' god?
No.
That's about the end of that one.
Okay, cool. Just curious. They're complaining about him not answering them and stuff. They figured you had something to do with it. Alright.
We didn't. We still don't care, though.
I mean, frankly...
Neither do we!
It's just like an incidental thing. Just thought I'd ask while I have you here. You know. You know. Anyways, take care. Don't let the water hit you where the sea god split you, I suppose. And you have a wonderful time. And hopefully next time we meet, we don't have to cross swords or anything, because yeah, that won't end well for you.
they back up to the railings of the ship and whoop, jump over into the water, and they are all gone, swimming down towards the seafloor.
Wait, I want to mess with one as it jumps. I'm going to cast Prestidigitation to make it look like the spot where he's about to land in the water is not water, but in fact, hard ice.
Oh. So, you cast it, and you can hear the one kind of just scramble, like, ah! And he, like, cracked. Everyone else that dived in kind of was just like a, whoosh. But the one that kind of like fumbled when he was about to land just as a big splat, like he just splashes into the water. And then you see all of them just swim down.
That's great. Alright, so Jocelyn, we got a... No, was not necessary at all. Was it entertaining?
It was funny as hell.
Oh, yes, it was. I plan on doing that a couple more times, to be honest.
They can't get this ambulance.
Oh, no. Oh, no. Like, I don't care about the CEOs. Not in the slightest. But a thing that's going to outlive my grandchildren? Really?
Wow, mean as fuck.
Listen, we have bad relations with the sea creatures, it seems.
Neither of them like the crew right now.
Like, I don't like sea elves, and the Sahuagin just seem weird. They're just more freaky fish people.
Mm-hmm.
But I kind of don't want to deal with a thing that devours everything in its path. Yeah, that just doesn't sound like a fun way to live for the... I don't know how long else I'm gonna be alive. I doubt it's gonna be long with that thing running around.
So, what
We need to go
now,
back
Captain?
and find that. We have to figure out where it went.
Well, the best place to do that would probably be to go back to where it was.
I say kill them because they wear turtle shells as a turtle character. Vengeful against those that kill turtles.
Listen, I don't want to fight things that live in the sea unless they fight me first. Alright,
So we just...
turn the sails around and let's head home.
Oh. Are we done with the Sahuagins then, Captain?
Oh, be prepared for them to show up at the island.
Ah, jeez.
And honestly, it may turn into be prepared to fucking kill them. because they can't have that amulet piece back. Not with what they plan on doing with it.
Yes,
I
Captain.
I do recommend that if we have to kill them, they would probably pair very well with a nice beer batter fry and a nice dark ale. You know, really bring out the flavors.
I'm not eating those things.
Listen, I wouldn't want to either, but meat is meat. So
Let's just get home. We have work to do.
So, I would say that nothing of true importance happens while you guys head back. It's another 2-day travel, and you guys land on the ship. With such a short travel, most of the pirates are like, they're bringing off supplies off their ships. They're kind of just like traversing around. So they're saying like, oh, hello, what's up? How you doing? But there's not really like a oh, hey, was it safe and everything like that? Just more of a, oh, you guys are on a mission. Cool. You guys get back. Everyone kind of like in the crew kind of disperses. You see the crew that was manning the ship, the one with people that they lost, they head over to the tavern there. You see Gray goes back off into the jungle, and the rest of the main crew kind of just like disperses between different buildings.
First and foremost, you need to talk to Ivy. As well as Titus, you need to be officially introduced.
Ah, yes, to meet the captain of my captain. Oh, captain, my captain. Yes, let's get this over with. I need a drink.
Yep.
I ran out of beer.
To Ivy's cabin.
Actually, man, how many beers did I manage to fit inside of a bag of holding?
There were 5 full full jugs of ale on the ship. You can fit all of them in the bag of holding.
Now I'm trying to think, per Titus's backstory, and the average amount of alcohol a man can consume, plus he has healing spells, I probably only have like 1 left. Probably like half of it. Yeah, I probably have half of 1. I likely burned all the rest of my healing spells that night drinking. Yeah, we'll go with that.
Give Ivy a fucking run for her money.
So you guys are heading over to Ivy's hut?
Yeah.
Alright. So you guys go over. You go for the door. It's locked. You knock again. There's about 30 seconds. And you hear footsteps approach the door.
Oh, good. I thought I was gonna have to kick the door in.
Captain
I was ready as well.
and Titus, I'm glad to see that you all came back safe.
Yeah, you know.
Wouldn't say so.
Well, we can speak in here. Please come inside.
After you, Jocelyn.
Head inside.
When you head in,
I
How
follow
she-
behind.
you guys head in and you see that Ivy looks pretty much back to normal. She's got her standard skin tone. She's actually sitting in one of the chairs. It looks like she's reading a book. Just kind of like flipping through pages, and looks like she's kind of like examining certain lines of the text. But you guys walk in, she hears the 2 footsteps approaching, and she turns over. Jocelyn, hi! Oh, yes. I need to meet this one here. You're Titus, right?
I give a bow with a little flourish. Titus Rook. Pleasure to meet you.
Titus Rook. Ivy Redstream. I'd have to thank you again. We don't have a lot of people that work with healing. It's a It's honestly a blessing of sorts to have you aboard.
No, think nothing of it.
Right.
You may find me to be a bit more of a curse than a blessing, depending on how deep your alcohol reserves are.
Like I said, he will give you a run for your money.
I have reserves for my reserves. Now, please sit. Aldrich, please take a rest. Go to the bunks, please. You need to sleep. Are you sure? No, it's fine. Jocelyn's here. It's all good. Go. Rest up. Be with the other people. Yes, ma'am. And he closes the door. I'm going to turn off this stuff because we are not on the seas anymore. I can actually hear myself. I can hear myself think now.
Has he been running himself ragged?
No more Ocean Man?
Ocean? No. Not anymore. It's a little loud in my headphones because I want it to be heard in here. So it kind of like, it's a little abrasive. Like you wouldn't believe. He cares so much, but it's gonna kill him one day. I don't care if he's an elf. He's gonna end up like his dad. It's gonna be horrible. Sit, please.
That's the mark of a good healer. Well, cares more about the well-being of others than themselves.
Yeah, but you spend a day with Aldrich. He takes things to the utmost extreme. Like you said, it could be a gift or a curse. I'm getting you both rum, by the way, and you're not gonna deny it because you need to be able to relax. All right, we're going to have a nice, calm conversation, and we're gonna have alcohol in us because, god damn it, I'm just gonna get too excited if I don't have anything in me. And she pours three glasses and hands them off to you guys.
I take mine.
Oh, Lord.
Do you have a keg on hand? Because we're gonna need a lot of this.
No keg in here. They're usually held in the bar, but I have extra bottles. Don't worry about running out. I have you covered.
Titus takes a seat and begins leisurely sipping his rum, savoring the flavor.
So, what's been happening with you two? Please, tell me everything.
I have a lot to recap with you, don't I?
I think you do.
Oh yes. Where do we begin? The part where you picked me up, or the part where we learn what the Sahuagin are going to do with the amulet, or the thing that happened on the boat?
I do need to give her a recap for the first mission.
Yes, please. Spare nothing.
Honestly, may not be completely done yet. I'll give the full recap for that mission because Harper wasn't there for that.
Mm-hmm.
So those islands we went to
Mm-hmm.
weren't uninhabited. There were a tribe of bullywogs there.
Oh, I hope they didn't give you too much trouble.
Oh, they did.
Oh.
You know me. They gave me trouble. Don't worry.
I love how they're like, I love how you can heal, and here I am playing a life cleric. Yep.
No one wants to play a healer, ever.
Honestly, no. But clerics are fun.
My original plan was to just punch everything to death, but then I was told, oh, healing would be beneficial.
Mm-hmm.
So I grabbed a bard because I don't want to play another cleric again unless it's a clerical war.
But a healer is usually necessary. Just having a healer is nice in general, but no one wants to play one.
Having somebody who can heal you in combat is nice in general.
Right, exactly. So, Trouble.
Yep.
They're dead now, right?
All but two. One the size of a small ship, and the one that controls it, worships it? I don't know.
Oh. Hmm. I was kind of hoping to put some new people on there.
I thought that would have been easy to do. There's still things that we need to take care of, and the light crew to explore really wasn't cut out to fight that.
So you need more people. I can give you more people. There's a lot of people. We're not really doing much right now. We're just kind of, I'm waiting for orders as we speak. Orders.
Oodles and ordles of orders.
We're waiting for orcas to just pop out of the water.
Hell yeah!
Hell yeah, brother.
Yeah, more people would make that much more doable.
I'm going to put that on the list then. Actually, you see her like quickly pick up an ink and a little bit of a feather and a little bit of ink, and scrawls that in a little notebook.
But on the way back from that little exploration mission, the sea elves decided they wanted to talk to me.
Oh, I'm guessing they wanted trouble as well.
No, but apparently, I was popping up in Titus's visions of some sort.
Yeah, I don't have an explanation.
Ordis makes sense. I'm sorry, I have a speech thing. My mouth gets filled with cotton sometimes. I don't know how to say things.
But yeah, I got dragged down to the Sea Elves Kingdom for whatever reason. That's how I recruited him.
Oh.
They let me take him with.
Oh. They wanted you because you were having you're having these visions.
No, it's because I was down there that I was having the vision.
How come they wanted you then?
Who is she speaking to?
She's speaking to Titus.
Yeah, I thought so. It's like, actually, I do not know now.
Right.
Well, my divine lineage.
Oh.
They thought I could help them get in contact with their god, and I ended up as a hostage, so to speak.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. That's not way for anyone to be treated, really. I mean,
Oh yeah, especially since their food is both under and over salted. I don't know how that's possible, but it was.
I don't envy that at all.
Also, not a single drop of alcohol. Not a single one.
The nerve. Sea elves have no class.
None.
Well, I'm glad that you're here now and that you're not having to eat this over salted food. No. So we picked up our lovely Titus, and after that, anything else? Was there?
Well, we got back here that there was a whole debacle of the amulet with you.
Yeah, I did almost die as she's like pouring herself another full glass of rum. And you saved me, so that was the good part of the story, at least.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it had a happy ending. Our mission to the Sahuagin, could have gone a lot better.
Did they?
So, the Sahuagin weren't the trouble.
Huh.
Just a god decided that he just wanted to kick our ass.
You
kind of like just start like drinking a lot.
No big deal.
Just like as I'm thinking about like, fucking god.
Titus is just gonna take the bottle, and he's not gonna just pour it in the glass. He's just gonna drink the bottle. It's like, yeah, this was just a god. He was just kind of there, and he kind of almost killed us.
No big deal. God.
We won?
You did.
I mean, he ran.
Well, that's good. You fought a god. Look at that.
Yeah, my choice. But we did lose 4 crew members.
Oh.
Oh.
There's a lot of death.
Yeah.
It's making me really bummed, and just another bottle, just start to take
Somehow
swigs
just
out
a
of the
really
bottle.
bad omen to be around. You want to talk about curse? I feel like it every time I do something.
Oh,
But yeah, after that we talked to the Sahuagin, and they plan on using that amulet to release a Leviathan.
Not a Leviathan. The Leviathan.
so it like what? It's like it's just big. What does it do?
Eats everything you put in front of it.
Oh. Just drink some more as she eats this.
And according to the freaky fish people, it won't go away until my grandchildren around there. And my people live for about a century and a half.
So you're gonna go
Average.
you're gonna go kill it, right?
The Leviathan? No. We're gonna try to stop that from happening.
The goal is to find that amulet piece before they do.
Oh. So you don't have it, right? It just in the ground?
Just dug away. Because that's what amulets do.
she actually laughs. It's just like another sip from her glass.
Yeah,
Is there anything
I've
I
had
can?
a wild few days.
Oh, is there anything I can help with? Is something I can do, at least?
Honestly, I don't know what to do with the situation. Finding the amulet, yes, is the first priority, but I don't know how to find something that just digs itself away.
Well, first, let's just assume it's still somewhere in that hole, doing freaky
Things.
amulet things. It seems to react to light sources and divine magics by consuming it, and necrotic magic by drawing itself towards it. So if I were to use my shroud near again, it should jump to me? Possibly?
Hmm.
You know how risky that is, though?
I'm gonna go for extremely.
I feel like there needs to be another way to get to the thing without risking your life on it.
Well, unless you know another way to cast a very powerful, necrotic spell. Using man's bait is probably the best option.
How powerful is your shroud?
Well, one, it's a complete and utter personality change from me. I'm pretty sure I almost terrified a god. And how do I phrase this? It seems to get better the more experience I have.
I see what you're going for with that one. Clever. Well, the only other person I know that has abilities like that is Evelyn. So I think if you two work together, it may be safer.
Yeah, two heads are better than one. Unless you're Demogorgon. Alright, tomorrow I guess we'll speak to Evelyn and see what we can do.
Yeah. Oh, Ivy, also,
Yes.
be wary if the fish come here.
Oh, those Sahuagin, the those.
Yeah.
Okay. They. You think they're going to attack you? You think they're going to attack us?
I don't think they're going to attack us, but they're going to be coming here looking for that amulet piece.
Okay. Yeah, yeah, I can have some people. I can have some people making posts. You know, uh, looking at like just keeping an eye out. Of course. Yeah,
As
anything
I
I can do to
said,
help.
as I said on the ship, they go really well with a nice beer batter fry and a nice dark ale.
I don't think the best
refuse
course
to
of
eat
action is
these
to eat
fish.
them. I'm just gonna say that right now.
Refuse.
I mean,
Listen, we have to do something with the bodies. We either eat them or use them to chum the waters.
uh, I will leave
Sadly,
that up to you then.
we are going to be making enemies. There's no way around it. They come.
Right.
I don't like the fish people.
Um,
You don't like anything.
he likes you guys.
No, I like things. I like being around here. I like drinking. I like fencing. I love playing my viola. I love this locket.
None
Titus
of that's in the
Chesterfield's
ocean.
locket. Yeah. You know why? Because I don't like the ocean. What's in the ocean?
You're an
Freaky
odd
fish
person
people.
to be on a boat.
Listen, if all the great stories weren't happening out on the water in this day and age, I'd be trekking through some caves with some weirdos right now. I'd be trying to figure out how to string a tale that sounds better than some goofballs wandered into a cave and beat up 5 goblins. That's what I'd be trying to figure out right now.
Well,
In the span of
you have a story to
a
write
week,
down about killing or beating the shit out of a god.
Yep.
yes, I now have a tale of my rescue from the freaky fish people, fighting a god, and if all goes well, defeating the Sahuagin and stopping them from summoning the Leviathan. Oh,
All
and the
within like
murder
a
of a
week.
god and and possibly even an angel. So yeah,
Oh, by
I'm
the
gonna
way,
have plenty
Andy,
of
as well,
stories.
he also wants revenge.
Oh,
There's a lot going on.
it seems like it.
Yep.
Yeah. Complicated a little bit. Yeah.
Ain't life grand?
Oh, it sure is. Just downing more of the bottle. Anything else? Was there anything else? Was that all?
Man, any
Oh.
pertinent questions you have for me on that one?
Well,
That's all the key points.
well, I mean, it seems like you have a lot on your plate.
Understand.
I just want to know how to help. That's the main thing. If it's to keep this place safe or to keep you guys from getting hurt, I just want to help.
Oh, I do have one warning. Something you should look out for.
Yes.
So, if I think he's male. I don't know. Angels are a strange bunch. If a being with silver skin, flaming golden wings, and a possibly 10-foot great sword made out of, I'm assuming diamonds are ice, shows up looking for me, I'm not here,
Oh.
but please let me know so that the moment he turns around, I can stab him.
Right. Yeah. Sure. I could. Yeah. I could do that. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. Sure. Anytime.
Excellent.
But yeah. That's it. It's great to see you guys. I'm glad we're all well and we're all healthy. Maybe not mentally, but physically we're all.
Yeah, physically, we're doing great. Mentally, oh man, I could really use a mind wipe spell right about now.
Yeah. The best way you can help right now is just keep an extra care to look out for them.
The Saga Wooga Wooga.
Soggy
The
hogs.
Sagugans. Sahuagin. Haga.
Sahuagin.
Sahugas.
Sahuagins, guys.
Sahuaginies.
Sahuagins. Ah!
Sahuagindles. The freaky fish people.
Why is this so difficult?
I really don't know. I like physically cannot say the name. I just physically
Sahuagin.
I can't.
The freaky fish people. If it lives beneath the sea and is sentient, it's a freaky fish person. I don't care if it has legs, tentacles,
yes,
or fins.
The turtle
Freaky
murderers. Just call them turtle murderers
murderers
from now on.
The exception are the turtles. The turtles are cool. We just need 4 of them, named after the greatest adventurers to ever live. They need to wear ninja masks, and they need to scream cowabunga. That's what we need. Maybe have them have, like, I don't know, a were-rat as a teacher. That would be cool.
Yeah, it was a great talk. I'm glad everything is okay for now. I will keep a watch out, definitely. But I would say go with the other crew members. Please enjoy yourself. I will let you all know when there is a mission for you guys to take up. If there's anything you want,
monk turtles.
If there's anything you want to do on your own, I will be sure to sanction off a ship and some people for you. Yeah, please go relax for now. That's what we're here for, anyways. We're here in the tropics for a reason. And you can take those drinks with you. It's fine. My treat.
Oh, why? Thank you. Titus is just gonna grab 3 bottles. Thank you. Very generous. Much appreciated.
Just goes through her whole chest of bottles and just like puts them in the bag of holding.
Yeah, awesome. Cool. Thanks.
You're the best.
No, just to make sure she can't take them away, I'm just gonna start pulling corks off with my teeth and just start taking swigs out of all of them. Yeah, thank you. It's so good. Love it.
God damn it.
Like I said, you have competition.
Oh, I have one question.
Yes.
So, I was very inebriated during this series of events leading up to having to sober myself up and heal you.
Mm-hmm.
But shortly before then, I got into a drinking contest with an orc. Like, shiny, decorated armor.
Fallen!
Fancy weapon.
Thank you for the host. I really do appreciate it. Thank you for coming back around. I didn't know what you were doing, but thank you for coming back. Sorry, 1 second, Harper. There's the shout out. Go freaking support Fallen. Cool person. Go check her out. Thank you very much. Stop it. Sorry, Harper. You were saying?
I got into a drinking contest with an orc. Shiny decorated armor, fancy weaponry. Really big dude.
Oh, Dargon. Yeah, he's the one that does that around here. He was the champion for a short bit. Got a little cocky about it.
I beat him. That was the other day.
Well, I'm glad someone's actually dethroned him for once.
Yeah, he owes me a favor. I'm just wanting to check. How reliable is he on upholding that favor?
He is one of the most. He's one of the more honorable of them. He's actually the one. He's actually their large orc. Sounds sexy. What the heck?
Fuck it.
He's probably one of the
Call him daddy.
Fuck it. He's probably one of the more honorable ones among us, I will say.
Ah, good. Just wanted to check. I'm going to need something later.
Right. But yes, please. I just want to rest up a little bit. I've been talking with Aldrich for a good bit, so I just want to get a good rest in. Maybe turn it a little bit early. But yes, tavern is open. I think a lot of people are over there. If you want to get some extra, from the bottom of the casks, you're gonna want to get there. Get there now.
I think I'll head over there before bed. Need to work out how I'm going to pitch these stories later down the line.
Of course, of course. Jocelyn, just if you're gonna go off and do something,
Tell me to be safe, because you know that's not.
just can you try for me, please? Whatever you're gonna do next, just try and be safe.
All I want. Everything else in the world wants me dead, apparently. But with the crew at my back, I'll keep coming back alive. Don't you worry.
That's all I need to hear. So she brings you guys over to the door. She says, "Have a good night. Have a good night, you guys," and closes off the door. And you can hear large, booming footsteps, kind of on the other side of town. You see Gray walking in towards the center, but he's stumbling, like he's like trying to get one foot in front of the other, but he's like stumbling back towards town. He drops down to one knee as he's like holding his head.
We should see what's up with the big guy.
My fear is he actually found the amulet. Practice. I'm gonna run over.
Yeah, that would be a terrible thing to find out.
So you head over to him. Oh! And he falls down onto his back. You can see that like green energy that normally emanates when he's like using his power, it's very faintly in his eyes, but it's just in his eyes as opposed to across his whole body. Eventually he quiets down. You run over. I feel empty. You look on his chest, and carved into his chest, there's a phrase. You give me scars, I give one back. The Prodigy.
You fucking prick.
And as you read this, Gray crumbles. Starts with his hands. They deteriorate into small chunks of stone. His arms eventually give way. You see his legs deteriorate, chipping off, and just solid pieces making a pile. And eventually his chest caves in the center. His face breaks away. There's cracks that begin to form where the eyes and the nose are. And eventually that too falls into dozens of little stone shards. And all that's left is this humanoid silhouette formed from this pile of stones. And where his gem stone was in the center, it's an empty shell. All that's left is a pile of stones where Gray once lay.
Did he just... Jocelyn, did he just die?
Fucker will pay. The last fucking thing I do.
And that's where we're gonna cut it.
On this day, that fucker has made an enemy of Titus Antonio Rook.
Oh no, you killed that. You murdered that cowardly man. Gray was the most precious. He's the most fun to roleplay, honestly. Just his naivete and all of that. It's just fun. So yeah. You can make the assumption that the Prodigy is the entity that you guys fought. And his message is scrawled on Gray's chest before he turns into nothing but stone.
All right, well,
I
that was a...
hope you guys had fun.
Spent 2 hours on a fight with the fucker.
Just for him to run away and then kill our heavy.
You guys also... Oh, sorry. I should have... You guys also see the rest of the... Like, some of the pirates kind of, like, run out, hearing the noise that Gray was making. And when he slammed down onto the ground, you see some of the pirates come out, and you see the rest of your main crew run out. And they actually also witness Gray crumble into a pile.
Yeah, everything's... I am sad. Don't worry.
You see Salenth just drop to his knees. In disbelief. And then that's where we'll end it. Cool. I just wanted to have it where, like, the whole crew is next to each other for the next session. When we start off right there with the party...
Being sad.
Being sad, but also figuring out what their next move is. Because there's a couple options they could do, honestly. It just depends on what they honestly want to take priority over. I think I know what they are, but there are options. So yes, that is where that session is going to finish today. Next week, again, as always, well, as most Mondays, 5:30 Eastern Standard Time, we'll be here playing Adventure on the Infinite Seas. I hope you guys did have fun, though, honestly.
I had fun.
I hope everyone in chat, I hope you guys had a good time watching. If you stuck around for the whole stream, you're fucking amazing. If you just came in and out, if you hosted, if you donated, I really do appreciate everyone coming in, giving support, hanging out, and just being part of the guild, man. It's fantastic. I can't say enough how much I appreciate it.
I would also like to thank everybody for sitting through Titus's long-winded questioning.
That's fine.
That went on a bit longer than I thought it would.
It's fine.
Because when I thought back on it, I was like, wow, that was a while.
You know how you thought everyone was sad? Yeah, I'm about to end this man's entire career. It's true, though.
Yep.
Sorry, Geordi.
I hate you.
Can't hate me more than I hate myself. So, Geordi.
You're making it real possible real fast.
So, Geordi, is there something you would like to plug?
Yeah, my YouTube channel, because fucking why not, right?
Yeah.
Hey, I posted a video today that I sound pretty depressed in, so here, this is why. No, it's not why, but I literally, the video I posted today, I think I recorded it when I was still, like, dead tired.
Oh.
But I'm like, I need to record,
Right.
so I'm like, very monotone and whatever. But yeah, check me out on YouTube, Retro Tendo. I post a video every day, Monday through Friday. If I miss days, it's mostly because my schedule is fucking hellish, and I cannot keep up with myself anymore. Because I got part-time job, I got college, and I want to try to make these streams as much as I can.
So there we go. It's his username, but with a space, I believe, for the YouTube channel.
Yeah. And yeah, right now I got Crash Team Racing, the story mode thing, or going up, Resident Evil 4, and Psychonauts. And Wednesdays are anything I do with the rest of my friends. Be it Minecraft, some maybe Apex stuff, who knows. Whatever I do co-op, that's going up on Wednesdays. But it's all gaming. You want to see me do D&D? Keep tuning into these streams. You want to see my role-playing aspect?
Yeah. Harper,
Yeah, that's all.
anything you want to say to the people?
That you're all wonderful, amazing, lovely people. I hope you all have a wonderful day. And I may start streaming. I maybe. If I do, it's likely gonna be me being bad at Apex, me being bad at Destiny 2, me being okay at Warframe. Dash. Oh, and on occasion, me absolutely being dog shit at Rainbow Six Siege. Like, I will title every single stream me being bad at, or God, I suck at whatever game I'm playing. You can go anywhere to see someone be good, but if you want to see someone be absolutely bad, and you want to yell at me, because I should have noticed that guy peeking me from the corner in Siege, come watch me. Maybe. I don't know. I'll have more information on it next time we play. I'll probably do something about it. I don't know.
Sure.
I'm a fickle person.
Sure. I'm also gonna get the night bots, or I'm gonna get a command where I can put in your guys' links. So if you do start streaming Harper, I can have Geordi's YouTube, your Twitch, just all pop up at the same time. I'll work on that for next week. But yes, and then tomorrow, we have the Rune Squad campaign that starts at 7 p.m. Eastern Time, and I'll actually be able to do it on this channel because I've actually figured out how to capture the multiple people in Discord. So I would like to have it here, but if not, then it will be on the Real Tix channel. I can do that here as well. Nope, not how you spell his name. Yeah, there we go. So you can go to that link. On Tuesday, 7 p.m., we will have that stream, the Root Squad campaign, going on that. Hopefully it will be here too. If it is, you'll see it here. If not, I'll be hosting it for his channel here. So you can watch it there either way. But thank you guys so much for hanging out here, for all the support. And until next week, we'll see you later on the next adventure. Peace.